And with that, we return finally back to the Auroraverse. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is SenseiSuplex, and today we have the likes of Session 19 of The Descent into the Dunes. Finally, we are back, well, pretty much back at it with the likes of this awesome D&D session and the likes of this awesome D&D universe known as Project Aurora. It's been a while as we had our week-long break, but now we're back at it for the court trial of a lifetime. Because that's right, everybody's been hyped up for it. Everybody's been waiting for the likes of this wacky sort of event. It's time for Navro's court trial for the likes of their life. So hope you got your popcorn, hope you got your food and drinks, because it's going to be ridiculous. That said, I do have a couple announcements we do. So real quick, let's get through the basic announcements. First things first, if you haven't already, make sure to go like the video over onto YouTube and all that stuff, as we're streaming live over on YouTube and Twitter at the moment. So make sure to go do that. Also, if you've just sort of watching the likes of this VOD, maybe from a little while ago, maybe this is months and months or years in the future, make sure to like the video as well, because it does help us out and does help the likes of Project Aurora spread to many people around the world and get people involved into the likes of this universe. Besides that, do we have any more announcements? Yes, the 2K Celebration Special. Now that is going to be... We're looking to schedule the day. We're going to try to get that scheduled at least probably by the end of this week. It's looking like it's probably going to be on a Saturday, most likely. And we're going to have a couple of games planned out. From what I can tell, it's going to be mainly like, instead of like a talkie sort of day like last time with the 1K special, it's most likely going to be the likes of a some more game oriented sort of thing. Do I got anything else that I can think of? Nah, I don't think I got anything. All right, so if that's the case, let's go see exactly what these wacky players are all talking about, and let's get this going. All right, we're gonna swap on over to the Ascent. All right, let's see what sort of shenanigans they are talking about that it's probably gonna get me canceled on all platforms. Let's see this. All right, I'm gonna undeafen. Let's see what happens.
Oswald, and it's just like the painkiller sound effect from Call of Duty. Just
the judge has a spiked bash.
What are you guys talking about?
Like, I think we're creating
a court trial
version of a court trial.
This is Voden's court trial.
This is Mad Max for levels of.
Every time you make a good argument, you have an empty revolver, of course, and every time you make a good argument to the judge, he comes down and gives you one extra bullet.
Yeah. If you want to object, you shoot the defense's lawyer.
It's Courtroom, the roguelite deck builder game.
Yeah.
All right, I see what kind of shit.
It's an action movie called Judgment.
See, I've been like going back and forth on whether I should like actually get like a courtroom map or if we're just gonna be more serious. And I'm pretty sure like gonna be more serious, but I don't even know. Is chat disabled on YouTube or am I missing something?
I feel like we'll be serious. We're getting our goofiness out now.
If you
the good times are here, and the scary death times are a little bit soon after in a couple minutes. So...
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, fellas, I'm at that level where I can get hallucinatory terrain.
Oh god. Well, hey, if
it's
things...
like, all right, guys.
Well, hey, if things go, you know, swimmingly, maybe you'll actually be able to level up today. Also, showcase the YouTube chat should be enabled in just a bit. I think you're gonna have to refresh, and you'll be good to go. The reason why I think is because last time, I think that was when we got hate raided, so I just said, haha, get dunked on, motherfucker, and basically we just disabled chat. So
you got 8 rated? What was that?
Yeah,
it was like, it was a while ago. See, like that's how long ago it was. And I think it's because I was just using the same settings, and all the. All right, there you go, Pete. I was just like trying to adjust to your goddamn face cam. All right, we're good. So, let me. Hey guys, I should probably pull up my notes. That'd probably be a smart thing to do, right?
No.
Free ball it. Just go.
Free ball it? You don't want that.
Free ball it.
You don't want that.
I do want
that. I'll increase the Patreon pledge.
What is it? What does it do? What's that really do?
I want you to free ball it.
If I
Careful
don't
you're
even
asking,
say I
he
did,
just might take off his pants.
Whoa there. That's only for the OnlyFans. All right. Anyways, everybody,
Wait, you have an OnlyFans?
Nope. Alrighty,
Sensei.
gather around the table. You shut the fuck up.
I was gonna give you this crisp €10 bill if I was allowed DM, but you know what? All right.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. Yeah. Music's playing. You can't speak anymore. Silence. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. All right, gather around the table, and let me tell you all a Voden fable. To gather around for the tale of these survivors. For this, my friends, be the fable of a looming corruption, and that for an everlasting destiny. For this, my friends, be the infamous tale of the descent into the dunes, and the legendary tale of the Soulbound. Our tale would continue as we found our heroes battling against the corrupted Oni yokai and the Dream Slayer. It'd be here that a fierce battle would be had, however, the heroes would stand victorious. However, as our heroes would win the battle, the descent would begin to be transferred from the material realm to a strange, ever-changing location. One not filled with sand, but one with blood, pain, and agony, as well as with several dead bodies, mysterious, but, upon looking towards them, familiar in nature. These dead bodies revealing themselves to be the individuals of the Voden Knights. Witnessing the slaughter of these individuals, they'd approach the likes of the Oni's home and realize that something was wrong. The corruption, the sort of astral force from above and all around, they had begun to almost subjugate the likes of the Oni, trapping him into this strange astral home, using his body and soul to make a mockery of himself while doing so. Learning that this Oni, known as the Dream Slayer, was looking for an individual named Jade, but surprisingly not seeking to kill him, but instead to seek an audience with him. Eventually, freeing him in return, the Oni would give his weapons away while teaching Ingot the way of his mountain stance, as well as giving him a kana bow in return. This all to make sure that he'd never fall again and stand tall like a mountain. That, the Oni free to do as he wishes and things coming to a calm, some dire things need to be addressed. Will more blood spill on these sands? Well, we'll have to wait and see. And Session 19, Descent to the Dunes. With that, my friends, let us pick back up exactly where we left off. Alright, I'm gonna hit that, we're gonna hit it with that, boop. And we're gonna do that. I'm surprised I remember all these commands at this point, not gonna lie. I'm just cranking these things out. Alrighty.
You've only been doing this for a little bit, you know.
Oh, man. Alright, so let us pull back over towards this scene. Alright, so where we left off, you guys eventually sort of emerging out of the stream, or kind of almost submerging yourselves into the likes of the water down below, where the Oni was kind of leading toward you all. As you begin to do so, you stepped down into utter darkness, not really seeing much of anything. However, after several seconds, only about 5 or so, eventually, you'd notice as your sight begins to become clear. You look around and you find yourself immediately in the almost bearing down heat, horrendous sort of humidity, just almost immediate uncomfort. But looking around, you find yourselves in the hot hell or known as the Forbidden Expanse. Looking around, everybody seems to be in check. Everybody seems to be in order, at least here. No one died in the process of transferring over, so that's something to be thankful of. Regardless, you look over towards one another and you see as the Oni doesn't have any intentions of stopping. You look over and they seem to be judging the area, scouting out a couple of things, and they're getting ready to just head off in a general sort of direction. As they're beginning to do so, they're just sort of scouting out the area. What is everyone saying and what is everyone doing at this moment in time? Let's look over towards... Navro. What are you doing at this moment, or what are you thinking?
As the situation has currently come back to him, he looks straight to Ingot, and there's something I want to say to Oni, but it doesn't make sense. He looks to Ingot and asks, before anyone does anything, Ingot, I think you might have some messages on that. Would you look at those if you could, before we do anything?
Ingot's gonna just look at his mark intently.
As you begin to do so, you look and just stare at the likes of the mark, still kind of unsure exactly how to activate this thing. You kind of like try to remember a little bit of what you did before, and eventually you notice as the mark upon your hand begins to start shining, it starts glowing before eventually detaching itself. You notice as this strange draconic sage mark of, well, actually you're not even sure who it belongs to, begins to expand outwards and begins to display itself. As it's in the process of doing it, it's going a lot slower than usual, but you'll see as the Oni will look over and they will begin to kind of look towards you all and kind of look over towards the likes of Ingot and just pretty much say, meet at, or meet when ready. Meet when ready for training. I search for place, for destination, and location. And with that, you'll see as he begins to start looking over and starts basically walking in sort of more of hobbling kind of a way. With each step they take, it's similar towards Ingot, where there's a little bit of a kind of vibration going about. But as he does so, everybody make a perception check.
Oh,
Am I
Not
still
good at
unconscious?
no, you're not.
No, you're not.
When did that change?
You got healed up.
My brand!
But I was method acting. Okay, I was hoping to sleep for a little bit more.
Wake the fuck up!
So, can I...
Don't worry, the problem solver's here.
Slap.
So, question.
Yes.
Am I able to use my nose?
Yes, you are.
Yay, finally!
Use your nose for this? Probably not, but you might find something else anyways using your nose.
Yeah, well, those fucks.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Terry
I
Bot
might
said,
get to use it.
I'm gonna jump out and just freaking explode. Hold on, I got you. Come here, Terry Bot. Let me
As
tell
you
you
do.
something. There you go. Stay right there. Okay, so what we got? Ooh, these are not the greatest. We got H from Zephyr, and that's with the advantage, so see if you smell anything. Ingot with a 9, Falia with a 14, Rokaz with an 18, that's good. Navro with an 8. Okay, so this is gonna be mainly Falia and
It's
Rokaz.
not Folia yet, because I haven't had time to do the thing.
Gotcha. So it's gonna be Myra then. So Myra and Rokaz, you looking over as this Oni is sort of leaving. They've already handed you the likes of the weapons and more. If that's not added to your inventory, let me know and I will add that. But let me know in just a bit.
Good luck.
So as they're sort of walking about, you'll see as they have the combo on their back, but something begins to sort of slip out from their side. You'll notice as a small sort of scroll or parchment of paper begins to fall out onto the ground past them. You notice as they do have a couple scrolls on their person, but one of them begins to sort of seep out and flow before landing into the sand. You notice as, well, the Oni doesn't seem to, they haven't looked at it, they haven't noticed it or anything. They're just keeping on, and marching forward. That said, Rokaz and Myra, as you two see this, is there anything you say or do, or you just leave it be?
Add a character.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have the katana.
I gotcha. I will add that towards you, towards your character sheet.
And I think did I pick up the dagger or was that someone else?
I think you picked up the dagger. I certainly didn't.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I
get you
don't have the dagger.
I gotcha. But while I'm doing that, is there anything you two specifically are doing?
I'm ignoring the paper on the ground, and I'm not gonna lie with you. I am looking at the massive pile of bones that are poking out.
I'm
Are
just
you
gonna
going to
just
investigate it, or are you just looking at it?
I'm not gonna look at it too much because I know Ingot's over there trying to do the mark, and I've got limited time left.
Mm-hmm. So it's more just
But,
getting a quick little
I
idea of
am-
what it's about.
No, it's more
Mhm.
of without questioning what I'm about to do. She immediately raises the dead on it or attempts it.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the thing with raised dead is, if I'm not mistaken, it has to be like kind of like a humanoid sort of corpse. This is not a. I
It
could be
has to
wrong.
be a
not
humanoid, I
believe-
think.
is it?
Yeah, I'm
Or it
not
might
It's just
it could be a
animate
humanoid
dead.
or beast, I think.
Let
A
me see.
pile of bones or a corpse of medium or small humanoid.
This
Oh,
thing ain't medium.
Oh.
This thing ain't medium, man. This
Oh,
thing ain't
scraps.
humanoid. Good looking though. Good look.
You tried.
But
this is the one that lets you
I will say
do
this.
any of them.
I will say this, Myra. And I got you, Rokaz, in just 1 second. So, Myra, as you begin to look over and try to examine the bones with a little bit of time that you have, you gauge that your current capabilities of raising this thing, not possible. But as you're sort of coursing with a little bit of the necromantic magic, it's not impossible for the future. You see as there's a little bit of inklings of energy that you can sort of siphon, something that you could take or even fulfill with this sort of rough corpse or rough sort of disbursement of bones. Regardless, you may want to mark this location down for later. It might prove useful another time.
I'm pretty sure this whole desert, if it has all this in it, is going to be really useful.
That's it. So that's
anyway.
Yeah. So that's what
I
kind of
do-
Myra's doing. Go ahead.
I do actually have to go to Rokaz and Zephyr before Ingot.
Okay. So here, let's get what Rokaz was doing first, and then we're gonna tackle that in just a second. So Rokaz, what were you trying to do?
With seeing the scroll fall out, just gonna kind of mosey on down, just walking by. Oh, how convenient.
As you do, are you just sort of grabbing it like, oh, neat, picking it up, and then are you reading it, or?
Yeah, pick it up, be like, I should probably read this.
All right. As you look over,
And then I get obliterated.
as you kind of walk over and pick up said scroll, you notice as it is definitely of an interesting sort of design. It is a scroll not necessarily containing like information, plans, or notes or anything like that. It's more of a scroll of power, if you will. You notice as there are multiple sort of runes and sigils on it. Make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, this is gonna go so well.
Oh no.
A 10? That's
pretty
not
good.
bad. That's not bad. You at least understand what it is. This is definitely a spell scroll of the sorts. Something, well, basically a one-time use of a spell that anybody could kind of write or inscribe upon. Now, that said, you don't have any real capabilities of inscribing spells, but you do know one person who does. As they peer towards the camera.
Look at his camera, that's slyly.
Out of character, hell yes. In character, who the fuck cares? I might be dead in a minute.
Yeah. Just gotta roll the scroll back, just kind of. Fuck, I
Wait,
put it in a pack.
He's like
Wait,
shaking
I
like a wet dog, just waiting for Ingot to tell messages.
Yeah.
Out of character can't Atlas, or is that something different?
Nah, that's it has to. It's only wizards can like actually like inscribe spell scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Artificers, they learn spells. Like they can just swap them out whenever they feel like it, but they don't learn spell scrolls. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong.
If you have ritual caster, then you can record ritual spells of the specific class, but
Okay.
otherwise no. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that. All right, so here we're gonna let Zephyr go, and then we're gonna throw it back over towards you, Myra, and then we're gonna go towards Ingot. All right. So Zephyr, was there anything specific you wanted to quickly do?
I'd say Dusting himself off, he's just going to slump over to the side and just wait for the message at the very least.
Alright. So, while you're doing that, Myra, you have gotten the Frostbrand sword into your inventory, and Rokaz, you have gotten the Dagger of Venom in your inventory.
Dope.
Alright. While this is sort of happening, Myra, you had something that you wanted to do.
Yes, I go over here while Ingrid's channeling, and I call over Rokaz and Zephyr, and I guess Navro. Though he begrudgingly calls him. You too, Zephyr.
Is there something you need?
I've got a limited amount of time before I gotta sleep. While I'm sleeping, it's gonna be a while before I can wake. Thalia's gonna be in control, and I need...
She breathes heavily.
I need Rokaz. I'm gonna need you to keep her on track. Zephyr, I'm entrusting Jason and Drakal to you. Navro, you just be Navro.
Who are you entrusting the minions with?
You.
Me?
The paladin.
The paladin of all.
Here are my undead toys. I trust you with them.
Do not smite them. Please make sure to take them out every Thursday for a walk.
Listen, Jason, don't gotta worry much about him. He's a special boy. Drakal, on the other
Jason
hand,
kind of like waves. Yeah, it goes like that.
Should I be taking this as a compliment or an insult? I'm a bit
a very
confused.
good compliment, because I'm trusting my son to you.
Zephyr's just taken back because it's of all people to put faith in him, he didn't expect Myra to be giving him her most valuable assets.
Atlas is
Wow.
gonna kind of like look
Low
up towards you
blow.
and kind of like hitting you. Oh wait, no, he wouldn't hit your leg because you only have one fucking leg. Never mind. He would kind of just like. Nah, actually, he's not that socially in tune. He'd probably do it anyways. He just sort of taps on your leg. It's just like, yeah, I'm just as confused as you. Not gonna lie.
Oh, that stunk.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Well, in that case, is there anything we should be aware of with Valia
Yes.
before
One rule.
interacting with her? You said that
There's only
she's...
one rule. Two rules,
under-
sorry.
Oops, I need to turn you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, you're just a little bit low, Limbit. I got you at like 200%.
Is this better?
Oh fuck! I need to turn it around.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Perfect.
Hold on, I'll adjust my headset a bit.
That's perfect. There we go. Yeah, we got the sadly, Ulf decided to upgrade Myra's mic, so we won't have any more Myra noises. It is a travesty.
Yeah, we're
Still
gone.
have the old mic if you ever need it.
I might
When
ask
Myra
for it
comes
for immersion,
back.
you know.
Yeah.
No, you just see like a cloud of evil in the night, and you just hear like fucking glitching out computer noises. She's back!
I love the idea that like Polly is just walking and suddenly it's like lag and then suddenly there's Myra.
It would be like
walking in place.
It's like everybody's like equipping,
Oh, Myra.
it's like everybody's equipping their like mementos and all that stuff for the final battle, and then Myra or Limbit just equips their fucking original headset for
Oh my
immersion's sake.
Wait. So you're telling me that's what happened between Thalia and Myra? They just no-clipped into one another.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. One was a baby and the other one was a soul, and they no-clipped them.
Jesus Christ. Well,
So,
No.
go ahead.
But
so you said she's underdeveloped? Is that what you used?
More like missing parts.
She's regressed in age, hasn't she?
I believe we need to locate her eyes, but I don't have time. 2 rules. 1, keep her out of danger. 2, do not make her angry. God help you.
I think we saw her angry, actually. We saw her angry. Yeah, no, I don't want that.
We'll take good care of her. You can count on us for that. However, I don't think any of us have real experience in taking care of children.
I'd like to say I did, but at the time that I can't quite remember.
Also, real quick, Rokaj, you had your hand up?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to ask a quick question. Is my hand still glowing?
Yes it is.
Dope.
It's the one with the mark, yes.
It's the what, I'm sorry?
The one with the mark on your hand.
Yeah. Cool. Making sure, thank you.
If everything's in order.
Mari's gonna begin lying down right in front of them. I think I'm gonna go for a nap. And as her blue light in the skull disappears, she bursts into flames.
Oh my
Jesus.
god! Start with the finish! You see, as she just erupts into these blue flames, and what else happens, Myra?
And a few seconds later, you'll see in a different outfit. And I'm sad I don't have the art yet, fellas.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But without covering her face or the damage, a hooded figure stands up, wearing battered, broken chainmail and what looks to be like a half chest plate, half piece of garbage, rusted pile of junk. Stands up with, I guess the katana already strapped on her back.
Yeah, probably.
Twins!
Welcome back, little one.
I pull out from my bag of holding, if I still have it, the little bone figure she had given us, and using Prestidigitate, I'm going to start making it dance again like I did at the top of the mountain.
As you begin to do so, hold that thought. Ingot, as you begin to try to keep manifesting the likes of this triangle, you see as it's beginning to slowly form in front of you, but as you're kind of doing it, your thoughts are kind of like drifting a little bit, and you're really just trying to understand what the hell Rokaz said. Of like, okay, that Oni is not the same Oni. I don't get it. You sort of stand there for a second, and it's like, okay, it's starting to make sense, but then you start asking a couple of questions, like in your mind for a little bit, and then it's just like, oh shit, I gotta restart. And you go, oh shit, I'm also dealing with the likes of this red triangle. And it's like you almost reset to the first step over again. You're getting somewhere, but you're also, you're getting a little bit distracted. Make another intelligence check for me. 8. As you begin to do so, you really start focusing for a moment. And then at this point, the red triangle just goes away. And it's like, oh, well, shit, okay, all right. As this is sort of happening, what is it? Tell me, what is Ingot's thought process of trying to, like, understand this?
It's kind of loop of, if he not Ernie, how he Ernie? and it's kind of just that in a loop at the moment. His brain's a little fried.
I'm gonna prestidigitate his head to cool it down a little.
Oh man. As you do.
It's also still looking slightly down, like you can clearly tell something's trying to happen up there.
Just like staring into his cereal, like
Staring at the sand.
Let's see. Let's see if
He's
you
trying
can
to
have a
spell letters in
breakthrough.
his.
Oh, go ahead.
He's trying to spell letters in his alphabet soup, and he's eating Cheerios.
Oh my god.
In character, hilarious. Out of character, hilarious. In character, Navro does look at it like waning, the signal, and goes closer. Ingot, concentrate on the mark, please. We need to see this.
Inget will try and look at the mark on his hand again.
Okay. Alright, as you do, make another ability intelligence check. For something
With
else.
me telling him to focus, can I give him advantage?
I'll give you that. Yeah, you can give him advantage.
Alrighty.
No.
Oh my god.
So there's good news and bad news. The bad news is you still can't comprehend the Oni. Like it's just not happening right now. But the good news is you begin to focus on the red triangle mark, and eventually it does begin to stabilize, and you're able to view many of the messages as they begin to become full.
Holy shit, don't die, Seth, please.
You're the
It's
mountain.
not too hard.
God damn, just Ingot fucking falls over dying from laughter. So, as this is sort of happening, I want to make sure, Folia, did you have anything else you want to say or do? I didn't want to cut that off, my bad.
No, she's enthralled right now with the big red triangle.
You got it. As
Well,
you look
that's easy
over,
enough.
there are plenty of interesting colors, differing lands. It is definitely a sight to be seen. Ingot, you look over and into the mark, there are 3 messages that... Well, yeah, 3 messages in 3 locations, specifically. One of them, you notice as it is the Forbidden Expanse, the desert wasteland that you guys are all residing in now. Another message is from the likes of the Snowy Taiga. Far, far away, but a land that you guys are very familiar with, for sure. The last message is from the likes of a forested area, a jaded Dragon Valley that you guys know at this least. You haven't necessarily been there, but you know of its presence, you know of its existence. You've heard from people from there. That said, what message would you guys like to listen to first?
I think we go in the order you had said. Expanse, Taiga, Valley.
Alright.
For chronological order, you know?
You have no
Unless
idea the
the prequels
chronological order.
There's no way to
Okay.
parse that.
So it's not a case of there's like really shitty prequels about sand.
Nah. Wait a minute, are you making fun of Sands of Sin? Wait, what is this?
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Star
I'm
Wars.
I'm messing. Oh, man.
But also Sands of Sin.
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah, so which one is that gonna be? Are you guys going with the desert one then?
There's one, I think. We don't know the contents, so.
Alright. So if that's the case, real quick, just as a quick reminder, as it's been a while since we've done this, sometimes the audio on Foundry, it may not actually go through. If it doesn't go through, instead of don't just say it out loud, hey, I can't hear anything. Just type in the chat, hey, I can't hear anything. Type in the Foundry chat in character. And then I'm gonna link the audio manually. Sound good?
Perfect.
Alright, let's do this. So as you begin to look over towards this one, you notice as a feathery individual seems to be speaking, taking the reins for this. Black feathers and more, you would realize them to be Kreelan as they introduced themselves last time, when you all first arrived into the desert expanse. You see as they begin to stand there, not alone, but with conviction, with a little bit of a inquisitive face and expression. You see this individual, but here is what they say towards you all.
Navro.
Hearing nothing so
We will
far.
meet you at the ruins.
Turn up board bot.
Coordinates are south of your origin point as stated. From there, and now, expand my wings to the community. It will be judgment and discussion. Deem trustworthy, we can take you to our community. Please, let us stay on that one track. Otherwise, you seem to fare well. Let this be fruitful.
Oh, I got cut off. You said the last part being let this be fruitful, but you guys can find the audio in the likes of the Discord chat. I added you guys with it. So
I could not hear it over the music.
that's why again,
sorry.
just it's in the Discord. Go play it over there.
I'm sorry to the stream, but there's what y'all are looking at. The temp art right now.
Exactly, Ducky. Exactly. Sensei gives directions. No one listens. Classic.
It's just even the little post is really quiet.
That's just Showcase being quiet as usual.
Oh.
Alright, I'll give you guys one more minute as I'm looking into everything. Afterwards, when you're good to go, you guys can just start talking and see whatever, or figure out what you want your response to be. Where is this?
Giant bird.
He's an Aarakocra. It's different.
Arrow?
I mean, it's still a giant bird.
Are you a giant lizard?
I mean, technically, yeah.
I mean, if you're using that
Big
logic,
rock.
all right.
Of course you would say that. I'm not a lizard.
You're a tiny lizard.
No, I'm not. I'm a small
Immediately.
dragon king. Show some respect to
Immediately.
the elders.
Are dragons lizards?
No, they're dragons.
Are they reptiles?
They're
Technically,
dragons.
I'm gonna
technically,
say
dragons are a chimeric creature. They have body fat, which reptiles mostly don't, but not even. Just had to,
yeah.
What did I return to?
Navro nerding out for once.
Navro, make a history check for me. Zephyr, you can as well.
A history check.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm doing on, but okay.
Existence.
It's pretty.
I don't know shit about dragons, man.
Yeah, never
The
mind.
minute
Yeah,
you
you
hear-
guys know jack shit about dragons. Never mind.
The minute Folia hears this tiny lizard talking, she runs over and scoops it up.
Put me down! Fuck off!
Sees they're just trying to like kicking, squirming a little bit. They can't
Hey.
fight you. They really can't fight you. They have like
She
such
just begins to pet. She just begins to pet the small lizard.
Stop! You're messing up my.
Who's a good boy?
Fucking
Who's
kill
a good
you.
boy?
I mean, I would kill you, but stop! Just put me down.
They're just freaking out.
Someone
Myra,
needs unhappy.
Myra, ask for consent before you pick someone up. It's not fair.
It's Thalia, first of all.
What the fuck is wrong with this one? Put you 6 feet under him.
Atlas, be nice to Thalia. She's only petting you. Thalia, ask for consent before you pick someone up and start treating them like a pet.
He immediately just drops him.
Oh fuck!
Just plop them into the sand. Don't even set them down.
Sorry.
I hate it here. I really do.
We'll find some rest somewhere.
We have the other
soon.
2 messages to go for, so.
Well,
Just
if you
make
want
quick.
to, you may want to respond. This is me, like as Sensei DM. You may want to respond to them, as you get them. If you want to wait till each one and respond to them all at once, you can. But you're probably gonna forget what each one said, to be honest.
Sure. In that case,
I've
we'll do
already
this
forgotten.
one. Yeah, we'll do this one now. If no one's gonna stop him, Navro's going to go to the mark and
I that due to recent events, I don't think you should be the spokesperson for this instance. I know that they are replying to you, but do you blame me for this reaction?
Do as you please.
That said, Finn, just let me know when you're ready to speak.
What is our first off? I'm assuming we're all going. I don't think we want to be out here on our own for too much longer.
This is us meeting these people. We have to do this.
Exactly. Hey, I'll be ready when you are.
Alright, let's go, let's go.
It isn't Navro responding. We're having a bit of a discussion at the moment. As for meeting up, we will accept. I have ways of finding you, even if it's not guaranteed location, but we will meet there. I am a bit tired, so forgive my lack of words. So it feels like I've been hit over the head or something.
That being said, as this happens, you'll see as the mark begins to shift for a moment as the message begins to conclude. And with that, you have two more messages that are available for you to read. One from the likes of the snowy wasteland of the taiga, and another one from the jaded forest. Which one would you wish to listen to?
Let's do the tiger first.
Want the tiger first? Alright, let's do this one. Now, let me prepare this one, because I know it's probably not going to play. So...
Just actively transcribe it.
I got you. Alright, so I'm going to play this now. As you look... Well, actually, hold on. As you look over, you see as... the individuals of, well, they don't actually have a name, but the individuals you met atop of the mountain, Rajwarral, Thorin, and more, as well as another individual who you haven't necessarily met. Blonde-haired, but seems interesting enough. You also see a sort of pinkish skinned tiefling as well, but regardless, the focus turns towards Graz, as she is the one to speak, and this is what she says.
I'm sorry. I heard, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry for all of us. And I hate to say this, but you shouldn't kill him. The Navro we know isn't the person who he isn't the one who... We need him. We need him to help save Foden. We need his knowledge and his skills and his magic. And there's no reason to waste a resource. And Navro, I know this wasn't you. I know you tried to fight it. But if you ever hurt anyone I know, ever again, I will hunt you down and make you wish it was you who'd been executed.
And with that, you'll see as the tears are streaming down Rajwarral's face, but eventually the message ends. With that, what do you guys have for a response for that?
You're gonna see Thalia actually approach.
Are you speaking through the mark then?
If no one stops her.
I do put a hand out to Thalia's chest. If Thalia, you might not be able to, and Zephyr, you feel at odds with speaking, and apparently I'm not able to. Rokaz, would you like to take this one, or?
I do have
No.
to say one thing. Thalia was your teammate. Thalia knew Graz and Spike. At least we think. At least let her lead.
Well, let's just see. Folia, do you remember Groswara?
Giant, beautiful
Miss
bear
pronouncing
lady.
it again.
She recognizes her, so
You got this, Thalia. And Zephyr will be in the back with Rokaz and giving support and letting Groz know that even without words, like they're just nodding in reply.
Well, hold on. Roke hasn't get to say something yet.
I mean, what I was gonna say has already been said, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If Folia wants to say, she can say, and if there need be, we can back her up and add our own. But I think Folia needs to speak to her.
Fair enough. Go with that. Limbit, let me know when you're ready to speak, and I'll start recording.
Okay. Probably might get caught up on a couple words, but
It's all good.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Grooves Wawro. Myra and I are sorry. We fail you. We try our best, but we don't succeed. I hope no hard feelings. I am sad as well to lose the other big lady. Bark. And I wish we could have done more. Goodbye, Flynn. See you soon.
And with that, you'll see as the mark begins to slowly close and shift. And as it does, only one more message remains. You look over, and are you ready to play it? This one is from the Valley, or from the Jaded Dragon Valley. Looking over, you'll see as there are many individuals who are at this sort of sighting. Immediately you notice as they seem to be in a hurry of something, chasing after something or whatever, on the move. You see as there are lots and lots of the individuals, all of differing shapes and sizes, differing makeups of professions and races, but you look over and the person in focus, a sort of dark-skinned woman who seems to be in attire that you'd imagine fit for the Forbidden Expanse, but a Frost brand katana, very similar to the one that you hold, Folia. You see as she wields it and she's getting ready to hold on, make sure, what was it? Get ready to hop atop of wolves, dire wolves, if you will, as well as another individual saddling up amongst a mechanical owlbear. You see as they're sprinting off, but regardless, they speak the message as they're getting ready to chase after whatever. As this happens, here is what they look like, and here is what they say. Give me 2 seconds, let me drop it in chat. Alright, bam, and then bam. Alright.
Wait, they're in Jaded, then they look like they're from Sands?
Yes, this individual does. Not everybody else, but this woman looks like she's from the Forbidden Expanse with her attire. Alright, here's what she says. I'll play it now. You guys can see it in the Discord, though.
Apologize for how short this is, but we're on hot pursuit of one of those Zhao agents. Greetings. For those who do not know me, I am an Azora Lunista, second in command of the Voting Knights. We have reached out to you all regarding the tournament that is coming soon. Before I speak on that, however, I just want to say, to those who traveled with the one named Spike, my deepest condolences. We never physically met. However, we've exchanged several letters between each other utilizing the Sewer King. I warned Spike about those who bear the Black Star. I, like Spike, bear the Purple Square. And we had it on good authority that those who bear the Black Star are driven to kill those who bear the Purple Square. I wish I would have said something to you all as a whole, but I only knew of Spike. I understand this is a difficult moment. However, it wasn't the Black Star holder's fault. I will speak more on that later. The second part is, to the other groups listening to this, do not allow the hold of the Black Star and the hold of the Purple Square be alone together. The hold of the Black Star will not be in control of what might happen next. Take all precautions that you can and come up with a contingency if something goes wrong. After Spike, we now have 3 confirmed cases of this interaction. Lastly, this is for everyone. It has come to our attention that these marks on our hands are provided by the Dragon Sages. These marks represent them, and through these marks, their intentions are carried out. As of now, we do not know how to either remove them or remove the control features on the Black Star. However, we do know where those Dragon Sages will be. They will be present at the tournament. If you want answers, again, accompany us there. If you want your own will, please, I implore you to accompany us there. And if you simply want answers to what is going on, again, I ask you to come with us to find them. We're out. Thank you.
And with that, see is the message. You good?
No, I had it turned up, and it just like you went like just booming into my eardrums.
Oh, we good? Everybody good?
Yeah, I turned it down.
Okay. Yeah. So as you guys hear and witness this message, a lot of information was given, but what is your response and who does the responding?
Are we all in agreement? I would go.
Oh, where?
To meet the ones who gave us these marks.
Why wouldn't
Hopefully
we?
find answers.
We need to do this. We need to get this control away from us.
I also have reasons for going, as all of you know. I just want to make sure that everyone is on board. Is there any objections?
Can we get ice cream?
What the fuck is ice cream?
Wait, you've never had ice cream?
It's
I have
delicious.
no idea what the fuck ice cream is.
Wait, what? Oh, this place sucks. Yeah, it's like, actually, can I make ice cream? Can I? I mean, it's just a little bit of alchemy. Maybe I'll make
Fear
you ice
will
cream.
look to the others to see, like, confirmation if he's allowed to be the speaker or if someone else wants to take the lead.
But actually, I do actually have a serious question, though. This tournament, how are you going to get there?
It teleports it.
We did travel through the teleporter before. There may be others, or we may be able to detect what kind of magic it used and recreate it.
That's
Either way, I think teaming up with the secrets in... Are they called the secrets in the sand?
We
They
don't
have
know what they're
never,
called.
yeah, they haven't told you what their name
Oh,
is.
that's... the
At
one
most you
with the
know
hot
them.
toy in it.
That works.
We'll meet up with them first. Share information, get situated, if that's... For me, that sounds best.
Well, I will say first that creating a teleportation circle, using one is one thing, but creating it is entirely another. It's well away from our standard breadth of power. It's an immense amount of
Numbers.
magic.
Once in numbers, the unimaginable will become a bit more engrossed.
I imagine we could find one, but more spellcasters doesn't equal more magical power. I'm not saying it's impossible, but we're more likely to find some other way. Still.
We don't know what these deities have in store for us. Secondly, we also have these floating, exploding balls just exploding in our face. Sorry, I had to say that.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry. It's like yeah. Sorry, it just came out. But
I hate it here. Move on.
We're all 12.
we experienced the spirits building for us.
Let me think.
The one like little tent site.
Amos,
Yeah,
Amos
Amos
has
is-
stuff
yeah.
built, so yeah.
We also had to consider that those small exploding balls they built for us. We don't know who they work for or what exactly they are or what they're capable of.
We could theory craft all day, but
Well,
Odin is strange.
Let's
I
get
mean,
And you'll see as Atlas is gonna start kicking the sand, looking in the dirt, or looking towards it, and everything is like,
well, I mean, I was working on a means of like flight. With the, you know, I kind of made the big ass bird that you kind of fucking scrapped, but I mean, yeah, I mean,
okay. Anyways, besides the point.
Mr. Bear?
Yes, Thalia. He's softer with Thalia. I can't quite get it in my voice, but he's noticeably softer around Thalia.
Mr. Bear?
mm-hmm.
Didn't we promise Goose Wark that we'd to find the bigger lady, the bigger shiny lady?
We did. You'll find them all. And don't worry. I believe somewhere when we get situated, we find the other group, and I feel they're not too far away. I feel like we get the answers we need. And Grudge World. It's like sink into that voice box of yours. And are we in accordance that we would at least attempt to? We can get back to them with the final answer later on. We'll just let them know that we plan to get there if we can.
No point waiting. We don't know when we'll get another chance to message. I'd get it on with.
Any disagreements before start?
Myra has one objection.
Or is it?
She's sleep talking, but she's still angry about them.
That what?
She angry with them still.
Navro or?
No. Them. She points at the triangle.
Right.
I am too. Specific one. We'll hold no promises. And I think we can come to an answer. Yeah. I'm guessing the vibe is kind of like, okay, no promises, but we'll attempt to. You're very eager.
I mean, I think it would be a case where like we attempt to before we go to Bayani because she's in the Forbidden Expanse, so
Bayani?
The island of Bayani,
The
that
island.
was where the tournament's located.
that's where the dragons will be. That's what we were just told about.
Yeah, and we're attempting to do the frost mating before that or after that?
Before that, because she's here.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, good. Okay, so our answer is kind of pretty much a yes, unless we get tied up with something bad.
We're kind
It's
of the ones
basically
on it,
yes.
so we have to. We
Out
have
of
to.
character, tell them we'll get there when we get there.
I shall be ready unless anyone else wants to fully take the lead. I am sorry. I just wanted to be.
Finger speaks will be about the crabs, just saying.
Out of character, do you want Navro to?
Zephyr will, to be honest, Zephyr will semi-consciously seek his approval to his own dismay.
Seeing that Zephyr is literally standing on one leg and is probably still in the case of a concussion, he'd give a look that, like, perhaps, like, because Navro probably knows a bit more about Valley, he'd be the ones to talk to them, but it's up to him.
Well, make a decision on which
Are
one
you
want.
okay? Yeah, just are you allowing me to get down with it? I just don't want to be like causing any dismay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Boop. All right, take it away, Finn.
Valley, in response to your message, we are very keen on getting the answers that are possibly there. We have stuff to do on our side, however. We have a lot of things catching up to us, and, well, by the state of my leg, I think you can see why. We will try our utmost best. We'll update you if that changes.
And with that, you'll see as with all of the messages sort of sent out, you notice as the red triangle begins to slowly just almost expand for a moment before immediately shrinking back down directly towards Ingot with a breakneck amount of speed. As this is sort of happening, Ingot, give me 3 intelligence checks for me.
Okay.
Let's see. Come on, you got this. I believe in you. 6. All right, cool, fantastic. Second one. 2. All right, we're getting places.
Even better.
8. All right,
Oh,
fantastic.
I think it's time for new dice.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
the
change the dice, man.
No, they're perfect as they are.
Ingot is still all right. So what is Ingot kind of thinking about? Like, so he wasn't really mentioning much, like with the red triangles. He was listening, but what was his thought process this time?
He started to think about the crabs a bit for a little while. Kind of forgetting that the triangles were happening, and then he went back to trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with the Oni. That's where that too happened. And I think he feels like he's making progress, but he still doesn't understand.
Still doesn't understand, this poor child. Oh man. As this is happening, you'll probably notice a little bit more fumes sort of brewing up over Ingot's head, but eventually you'll notice as the red triangle fades. With that, you guys are all alone in the likes of this desert. Exhausted, tired, but there is still stuff for you guys to do. Well, which one are you doing next?
I think we're aware. What's next?
Shall we
Ollie,
address the undead in the room?
Look, I am at your beck and call right now. But and Navro is you see that this whole time Navro has been shaking like a wet dog. He has been eyeing people up as though he's going to die at any second. He backs up a few feet. I need
Don't try to run, please.
I need to make something perfectly clear. That was not me. When I went up to the no man's land and I approached the Oni, my intention was, through ancient secrets, I'd found out that using the mark, I could dominate it and make it under my command. However, when I did, something else must have... I don't know if it was the Starry Ones or something else, but...
Do you mind, everyone, If we take a bit of a rest first, so the pain in my leg goes and the pain in my fucking head disappears. And
I
that
will
way we
say
can
this,
truly
out of
see
game.
that.
I will say this. You guys could have this conversation during your rest. Assuming you don't cast like more than one spell, you'll be fine.
This is the reason I'm saying this is that way all truths would truly be revealed. And basically what I'm saying is after a long rest, I'm able to cast Zone of Truth to get the 100% accurate truth.
Well, one thing that you actually might have forgotten about, there is a ability where I believe it is a Channel Divinity. It's a Paladin's feature in Tasha's.
Think I used that up though.
Did you?
You have 2 channel divinities, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think you did.
Because I'm
I
pretty
don't know
sure I
when
used
you would have. I mean, I don't know.
I up to get another Divine Smite.
We could make for convenience that he just has it, but I don't know.
It's up to you guys.
It's up to
You're
DM.
fine. It's easier this way. Yeah, you just have it.
In that case, with a surge of electricity, he seems to gain a bit more life. Instead of doing this out in the middle, are we going to do it in the middle of buttfuck nowhere? Or are we at least going to find a nice room for it?
Room?
Oh no, a cave. Somewhere sheltered. Or are we just doing it here? He's looking for everyone's.
I mean, unless you got
I'm pretty sure if we look as far as the eye can see,
yeah, it ain't
it's
shit.
just desert.
Yeah, it is just desert. You see, like, there are a couple of landmarks. I don't want to go too, unless you really want to list them off again. I can, but yeah, there are a couple of landmarks at least, though.
Okay, in that case.
None that refer to a cave.
In that case, Zephyr will look to Jason and Drakal. You two, go and watch duty. Make sure no one approaches us. Atlas, you keep an eye out as well. You can bunker up in on top of Ingot's shoulder if it's of help. The skeletons wouldn't go too far, but like far enough to get a good eyesight, you know?
Just good enough, or a little bit further?
Yeah, maybe on top of banks or something. I don't know. It's up to DM because it's like, okay, you know where good vantage points are.
Yeah, I got the idea. Like where they're walking around, they're surveying and all that stuff. We're good.
In which case, Lord Guz, get close to Navro. I want to make sure this works.
I'm not going to do anything.
I want to make sure it works. Fuck, I have to prepare on the fucking short rest. Okay, can I just say, like, he casts it as a ritual for now, and we're going into a short rest, and
yeah, you're good.
Like, it's taking a while to set up. You know, he's throwing lines for it.
Yeah,
he's fucking sapped of energy. He's missing a leg.
Yeah.
That leg held like half of his power.
He's like,
it's going to become an agent amulet at some
Zephyr's
point.
like, oh, because he's actually like doing paladin stuff. Zephyr's like, okay, all right, I have a thing. Oh wait, shit, I didn't prepare. Okay, all right, hold on, this is a little awkward. Fixes it up a little bit. All right, I'm finally ready. All right, so here's what the first step is. Oh fuck, I didn't prepare this step. Hold on, give me 10 more minutes. That's basically this sort of scenario, as they're not necessarily
trial will
used to
never fucking happen. Good lord.
Get there when I get there. Okay, but I'm trying to remember. Okay, basically, Casa, I can't get on a Foundry, but I'll look up the spell on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I know what it is. You can, what do you call it? You can cast it as a ritual, and then, you could swap it out anyways to prepare it, all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. For the sake of brevity, you have it. You're good. Fantastic.
And it's a charisma saving throw of 14.
I don't need to save. I'm choosing to fail.
Yes, but for thematic's sake, Brokas, make sure he doesn't trick his way out of it, just in case.
Oh, you mean I have to be here for this?
Please.
Look, Spike's body is currently dehydrating out there, and frankly, we're probably not going to learn anything more than what Navro has already said.
I want everyone to be here for this.
Of course,
At least
alright.
for my own sake.
Fine.
I'm sorry, Spike, but
You could
please
just
wait.
send the skeletons to go get it.
Hey, Jason, please, if you may.
I'm going to, when as Jason is approaching, I am going to take off the hat, the scarf, and I'm going to. Actually, no, sorry, keep those on.
Jason is getting is getting Spike.
I know, but I am going to take out the winter cloak that I have, and give it to Jason, saying, "Wrap her up in this, something to get the sand and looking around the insects away from her."
Oh God. See, Jason's just, I assume, is just gonna pick up the thing and just aimlessly, like a sort of automaton.
Who knows more about dead bodies than maybe Myra, because she's like a half a skeleton, but you know.
I want to say that while you say the insects away from her, a centipede crawls out, falling down, she crunches it in her mouth.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Horrific.
That's your food for the day.
Okay.
Nice job.
Oh my
So
God.
Zephyr draws a very large circle around everyone. I feel like having everyone in truce, especially for this, would be beneficial. Do any of you object? And he's not really looking to Navro, he's looking for the others.
Are you asking us to be part of this spell?
Myself included. If we have traitors, conspirators, ill will, we'll be able to find out with this.
It is what it is then, sure.
Look to Ingot, Amphalia.
Me big.
Amphalia?
While he's doodling in the sand.
Ingrid's still going to try and resist the spell just because he can, though.
Not too concerned about y'all.
Fucking
But
deceitful bastard! Oh my God.
anyway, drawing a large circle, keeping the tree shadows scattered across us. Electricity starts to surge and tingle at everyone's souls. Seeps up their feet, up their legs, up into their heart, up into their throats, until even the thought of a lie becomes like a zap.
As this begins to
say-
happen.
I want to say, while the electricity goes up to Thalia, she stops what she's doing. She's looking at Zephyr. And Zephyr could see that one of her eyes are glowing red at the moment.
He's doing it.
As this is
Everyone
sort of
roll
happening-
a charisma saving throw if you want to resist. You can fail it if you want.
Excellent. Exactly what I expected of Ingrid.
Inga, go check if you make another intelligence check. 16.
Hell yeah.
See if you can
16,
get
alright.
signal.
16,
Slowly but
that'll
surely.
succeed. Navro.
Now it succeeds, but choosing to fail.
Yeah, you choose to fail. Navro fails. Falia, do you want to fail or succeed?
She doesn't choose, she just passively does it.
Okay, hold on. Actually, your browser isn't working. Let me fix that.
So she passively allows it?
You know what?
Or
Yeah,
is it-
she'll passively allow it, though you know she could have easily broken it.
Okay. And Rogas, are you allowing it?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Good. In that case, let the trial commence. No one's exactly going to be the judge here. But we do have a murderer in our midst, whether it was purposeful or not.
Hold on, before you start, I gotta ask because I need to know. All right, what are we doing here? Are we doing like, are we doing wacky secrets in the sands, like where I get the Phoenix Wright music out again, or we leaving it as this? This is serious, like, oh god, they're shit, man, this is intense.
Honestly, I think I watch Phoenix Wright either way.
I think Phoenix Wright would still work seriously, even if we're like not joking around the slightest.
If that's the case, can I please, I know it's early, use hallucinatory terrain?
You want to make the god damn it, you want to make the whole room a courtroom, don't you?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
It's just, it seems so right.
I
for her to
mean,
do this.
it felt like a sign when it was released, to be honest. Even you agreed,
I
Sensei.
asked, and you motherfucker said no. I will murder all
We
of
said
you.
we didn't really know.
I will murder all of you. Save image.
We can. Oh.
No. Now I gotta do it. I have to do it just to prove a fucking point. We're already here. I'm already saving. I'm opening. I'm creating new scene.
To save my own ass, I'm fine with the sand.
Yeah,
It's
same
fine wait for
here.
a trial, you know?
I didn't need no music. All I needed was my thunderous clap.
Gavel.
Oh,
My thunderous clap.
oh. Ain't
Just
happening.
saying.
Not by the hands, by the way.
Just saying, Key. This is on you. This is on you.
Hey man. Hey man.
No, this is on Myra, who
shakes his
has
head in
this
hatred.
ability.
Hey man. Alright, I'm just gonna throw
Probably
you
it's
guys
just
over
like
here.
you're like doodling out a courtroom and it accidentally turns into a real one.
If you don't
That's exactly what I
draw
was gonna
this
do.
shit, I will be fucking upset. That's all I know.
I need to see Navro drawn, like holding a staff in the same way OJ.
Maybe it's the
Simpson
bodyguard.
is.
He's gonna be in the
need
back.
to.
Also, let me please
He gets
realign.
the
I'll realign it
got
later.
Zephyr the judge, Myra the defense.
Oh my god.
So what's our courtroom called, everyone? What's this trial going to be named?
I would just assume the trial of Navro or Navro v. the Descent.
You guys better
Navro
appreciate
V
this.
himself.
Navro v the Descent.
That's all I know. You guys
Be
better
sent
appreciate
to
this.
the graves.
I recently took a law course, so
This is
Oh,
gonna be
fuck.
great.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
I had to transcribe so many courtroom cases.
Okay, this is comedy. I'm not gonna lie.
The fucking Kane Lucian with the sketch, the sketches of courtrooms. Sorry, go on, DM.
Nope, you're good. All right, y'all wanted production value. I got production value. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, song. All right. As you begin to cast hallucinatory terrain, you watch as the entirety of the area begins to shift, change, and completely alter as you all appear here. Oh my god.
Why do you think Falia's red eye was glowing?
Oh boy.
Yo!
And you look over and this is gonna be loud. Be ready. You look over and you see as
This is fantastic. It's not dust.
as there are
It's not
multiple
snow.
spirits that are all sort of gathered around. They're not dressed. You'll see a handful of builder spirits. You see Gary the male spirit. You even see the Chef Boyar spirit. They're all here in attendance for this massive court trial. As we have Navro v. Peep, or what are we gonna call this? Navro v. like the Descent. What is this? Navro v. Zephyr?
Navro v. the Descent, I feel, is
No,
pretty
Navro
good.
v the people.
Navro v.
Navro can talk his way out of the Oni, he can talk his way out of the fucking Stormbird. The final boss, the final talk fight. His friends.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh, hold on. We also have to have Billy Boy. We have to have Bill Roy and also Atlas over here. But by all
Where's
means,
Tony Takedown? We need the prosecutor.
Whoa! That's that's it. Hold on now. Let's say Navro v the people. Oh wait, I came prepared for this. Oh shit.
Oh, he has his gavel. Come on.
I can use this.
Oh, he's running. He's got something in his hands. He's a schoolboy. Come on. Show the class.
I've got it. I'm ready.
Props. This is the production value.
It's now in session, motherfuckers. Let's do this.
Holy shit.
I'm not putting on the wig. You can fuck off. But I got my gavel. Alright, Zephyr, take it away.
Everyone present, take your seats.
The sees all the spirits, like, they kind of can't really sit because they don't have legs. So they kind of just, like, go lower.
And why is it the person who is accused?
We ain't gotta be that serious with this. You just
No,
I know
Phoenix, right? Let's go.
Oh my god.
Accused, please stand up. May the session be in order. Words!
Standing up.
I'm fucking tired, okay? I'm missing a fucking leg.
You see, just as you say I'm missing a fucking leg, you'll just look over for just a brief moment, and you guys all begin to hone in on a small little village, and you see just a random shark with one leg and one arm just sort of just sneeze for a second. Oh shit. No! They killed the bot! No!
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 Well, you'll just hear as they
Is it
said,
becoming canon?
you'll just see as he says, I'm a fucking shark and I got one goddamn leg. And as this happens, it just turns back over towards you guys. Oh, what happened to the bot?
He was assassinated. Guilty.
Do you have like the regular court trial music? Not the
I can't play that.
pursuit one?
I can't.
You can't?
It's copyrighted.
Well, if you
Really?
if it's Phoenix Red, I can. Also, Bardbot I think died, so I think what we're gonna do is same thing as before. All right, here I'm gonna drop the. We're gonna do this the old regular way. I'm gonna drop this stuff like the songs in the Descent chat. You can play it there and just throw that thing on repeat. But yeah, Bardbot died. It got assassinated. We're gonna have to have
And
another
I
court
think
trial.
that proves his guilt.
All right. So there you go.
So basically, Navro cut the music. We find him guilty of being a party pooper.
Parties are already a poop, for God's sake. Let's get this trial on. I'm the one being accused. And even I want it to happen. Come on.
See, Folio fixed a stack of paper. She's wearing everyone's wearing the judge gown right now, by the way.
Yes.
Fixes exact paper, push-up glasses for her non-existent eyes. What's this word here? She points to accused.
Accused. Accused.
The accursed.
Accused.
I mean, that fits, honestly.
The accursed stands here today for murder of a good friend. Bark.
Navro, if that even is your real name,
Oh my god.
Are we
Did
really
you-
doing this?
kill Spike.
First of all, and this is the first time anyone's had Navro under Zone of Truth, I don't even know what my own actual name is. Navro is a word that I had spinning in my head when I woke up here. So, my name could be anything. It's just a title, essentially. You know about it, you know as much about it as I do. But yes,
Onto the question. Did you kill Spike?
no, I did not. I have done so much for her, for you, for these people, for Foden.
You
I
see.
tried to.
Oh, go ahead.
Nope. No, you go ahead.
You see, as Navro is sort of saying this, nothing from Zone of Truth is stopping them. Nothing is sort of blipping as if it's a lie. As far as the spell is concerned, they're telling the truth. Continue, Navro.
From the moment I've gotten up from that bloody cave, have tried to improve myself after Amethyst saved my life for no reason. I realized that evil is a... Haha.
Objection, hearsay.
Yeah, sorry, continue. I just wanted to type that joke.
Just get the one in.
Yeah.
Oh my god, here we go.
Petty acts of cruelty mean nothing to long-term gain. To being a good person, no matter what you have to do. You can look at us and look at what we've done. We are heroes, but you know what heroes have to do? They have to make hard choices. And for me, that was deciding that I was wrong. When I first saw Spike, I told her we would never be friends or any poppycock like that. But I was wrong. I wanted to be a friend. I want to be your friends. When I woke up, Voden was a resource for me to tear apart. But now, Voden is a place that can be improved. This desert could be a beautiful area of plains and forests, if only we find the power to terraform it. This whole land can be beautiful. All I've had in my own thoughts is misery. I am not a bad person. You may think me some grand, deceitful mastermind, but Zephyr, Rokaz, Ingot, Folia, I'm just a tired man. I want to rest until my vengeance against the Starry Ones is done. And I've proven them wrong in every little wrong that they have done. I will not rest.
Okay. You may have not done it yourself, but did you know the one who did?
No! When I went up into No Man's Land, as I discussed before, I went to the Oni, and my only intention was to go up there, dominate him, dominate the Starry Ones for just a minute, have them in my hands, and get them to run. Get it to run away and never bother us again. But whether it's the Starry Ones or something different, I don't know what it was, I don't know who that was, but that was not me. I felt his thoughts in my head. He's evil incarnate.
Then as to your...
Folia slips Zephyr a piece of paper. On the paper is a stick doodle of a man with a big hat, and it says in broken writing, "Nice guy." And on the background is a picture of a poorly drawn dragon with stink lines, saying "bad guy."
Myra, fucking Orphalia, take a goddamn DM's inspiration. You're killing me. Oh my god.
Zephyr will nod and go like, nice. And look back to Navro. Then, when you were saying not again, what were you referring to? I
Jog my
remember.
memory. It's been an intense couple of...
I can feel it, yes. When you were just after killing Spike, you muttered the words, not again. Don't take away from me again. What was that referring to? Starry Ones?
Most likely. Who else possesses? Agni. Rayla, even. There have been many people who have been possessed. What have we been fighting this whole time? Possessed people.
And given any cost... Well, let me rephrase this. Just so we're on the safe side, at any point do you ever want to harm any one of us?
Even prior to me righting my wrongs. Logically, there is no point harming you. You are all members of the Soulbound.
You'll see as you. You'll see as soon as you begin to say that, you'll see as murmur, talking, little whispers. As soon as this sort of happens, you'll see as there's a little bit of riff-raff happening in the jury and more. It's getting a little bit hard to hear. They're still talking.
Order, I said! And he will roar to his top of his lungs.
Intimidation check, Zephyr.
And DM, if you please, gavel gavel.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Using intimidating roar. If I use intimidating roar, do I get advantage by any chance?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Why are my rolls today? I need to change my dice.
Hey man, I mean, anybody want to use inspiration on that? You can if you want.
No, Myra, seeing that they still haven't Falia, seeing how they still haven't calmed down, she is going to slam her hands onto the table.
Oh my god.
And yell, "Shut the fuck up!"
You'll see as they all look over towards you, Myra, and it's just sort of silence for a second. And as soon as this is sort of happening, you'll see as Gary's just sort of looking at Bora, and it's just like, yeah, I don't even know why I'm kind of here. That's a little bit rude, a little bit. But here I am.
Immediately, a gavel goes flying towards Gary.
Ow! As soon as this happens, you just sort of bop him upside the head, and Gary just sort of goes, they get knocked down for a little bit.
The worst thing that Myra or Falia have ever done.
Back into questions. Now you may not have wanted to harm us, but say if it was another unfortunate soul, would you harm them?
Like I said, we are all, in the not so romantic sense, heroes. We are given great power. But with that, sacrifices have to be made. Zephyr, every champion of Koronos, I guarantee you, has had to make harrowing choices where there was no good option. None. But they still did it. And they still became a legend. And they saved as many people as they could. That is what I desire of Voden. If one innocent must fall, for us to gain greatly and become even greater heroes, then by all means that has to happen. In that,
if I may continue.
Yeah.
Am I allowed?
Yeah.
In that interaction with the Oni, I gained nothing. You all gained something, items. The trust of that thing. I gained nothing. And I've done so continuously. Remember who saved your life at the top of the mountain.
I do remember that. And this is why we're having this here, with the spell, to make sure of that. Some of your intelligence would know that, well, there's definitely people who find it easier to lie about such things. Get around such things. At what point would you stop, though? If it means sacrificing a nation, a whole world, as your limit.
You haven't seen what the Starry Ones did to my city clearly. I only gave you little visions, but their faces, Zephyr, on their corpses. Unimaginable pain. Now we might not even get to the point where we have to sacrifice great things. This is Voden. You can always make a bargain. However, if push comes to shove, we are the people in power. And we have to do what is right, even if it's not sometimes the good thing to do. You're not always given a good option. I'm
Let's give
willing.
Navro a rest for now. Valia, do you want to step up on stage?
He nods.
All right, you're gonna go here.
Right.
You're gonna go here, Navro.
I mean, he can join
Take
our
off your
little.
judge gown.
All right, as you do. Easy enough. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can turn the grid off because that's gonna trigger me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's
no,
triggering
it's
me
same
a
thing.
small bit.
Yeah,
That's
like, can we sit
irritating.
on our chairs and not, like, be sitting on, like, the armrests? You know,
I'm just gonna
it's
turn
not
the grid
really
off.
great
Hold up, I
for
got
the
you.
chairs.
No, I got you.
I don't know, my chair works fine.
Production value. All right. There you go.
Okay. Valia, is Myra
Hi.
listening?
She's half awake.
Half awake. Good to hear. And would she, in certain moments, answer questions for us, or will it just be you today?
She can if you want, though only temporarily.
In that case, Valia, have you ever been wanting to inflict ill will on this party of ours?
Not that I'm aware of.
And Myra, have you been intending to inflict ill will on this party?
You'll see one of her eyes are glowing red, the other one is glowing that same Myra blue. At times I have wished you pain.
Looks around at everyone else's reactions if anyone wants to speak. Zephyr is not the only judge here.
If Navro, practically hiding behind his desk, pokes up.
But not death upon our friend here, correct?
She looks at Navro, and she's not wearing the deer mask. You can clearly see a grin on her face.
Answer with words.
I've only thought about killing.
Thank you.
Back on the mountain.
Can you describe why?
I
No, I was
can't.
like that.
Though I've changed my perception of the individual. At first, I honestly thought you'd be problematic. And thought about taking you out.
She's looking right at you, Zephyr.
Problematic to what?
You see his hold on, run that back. You see his like she mentions like, yeah, I thought about killing you. A bunch of the spirits are just gonna be like, hey yo, what the fuck? And the rest of the jury, hey yo, does she you hear like murmurs of like, did she just admit to yeah, I think she did. Wait, what?
To premeditated murder?
It was not acted out, so
Thoughts.
sadly we
Thoughts.
cannot lock her up just yet.
It is thoughts. You cannot act upon
Yeah.
thoughts.
Okay.
Well, there are some cases where you can act upon thoughts, but you know, it's called conspiracy.
Then Myra, what was this problematic? How was I problematic in the scenario?
The time you just seemed too
She begins to yawn a bit.
too righteous. Perhaps for my taste. But I've found I found you're more of an acquired taste.
I've been told that.
The more pressing matter is, Myra, you don't have any want to kill Zephyr as of the present time.
As of currently, I have no ill will. Well, can't say that. I have no feelings of murder towards anyone in this group at the moment.
Character development.
It's honestly an improvement. And that's going well. In
See.
that case,
Now
Murder.
make a dexterity saving throw. Also, Ingot, make an intelligence check.
What did he do?
11. All right. Navro, you just see as oh my god, Ingot.
Oh god.
You're not even paying attention to what's happening to sort of stop this.
Like just TV static, just
yeah. You see as the spirit over here, he's like grabbing something from underneath the like just something from his pocket, and it's a fucking tomato. He just chucks it at Navro. As soon as
Can I shoot it out of the air?
Wait, which spirit?
It's this one in the top right here. I'm pinging. Rokaz.
I banish him.
hold on, Rokaz. See if you can save the thing. Make an attack roll towards the spirit. Myra, you're gonna banish him. Okay.
Like, from my hallucinatory terrain, you'll just see as skeletal arms burst forth from the chair with chains, grab this individual, and drag him into a portal.
Oh my god! 13?
Atlas.
You just see as Rokaz immediately just sort of filling out papers, pulls out a bow, quick fires that shit almost like a revolver, taking the tomato out before it strikes into Navro. Myra banishes the spirit as the skeletal arms pull them down to hell. And with that, they are out of here. As Ingot is still just static, like TV static on his mind.
Atlas, if you would, please take his seat.
Yeah, okay.
He's gonna sort of saunter
It's done
over.
in order for us.
If I see any more interruptions, you can expect the same fate.
She looks around at everyone.
Make an intimidation check, and then Zephyr, you got it.
First question to Thalia. To any innocent person besides us in...
I have a question. Do I have advantage after what I just did to that man?
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Yeah. Alright. 14. They get the message. Alright. Go ahead, Zephyr.
Thalia, have you, to any innocent person outside of this party, wanted to commit ill will, or will most likely intend to commit murder, assault, or in general, problematic?
Who are you asking?
Myra, or Thalia in this one.
Not unless they're bad people. They bully my friends. Then I get mad.
Then, in which case, to Myra, the same question.
In the past or currently?
Currently.
Oh, good. My past is filled with dead innocents.
That isn't really good to say.
Yeah, well, I don't really have a choice.
I know.
I look around at all the spirits real quick.
They're just talking amongst themselves. They're kind of terrified right now.
Then, going forwards, do you intend to?
You want me to lie or tell the truth here? Because I promise you, there will be times where I do have ill will towards innocence. It's in my nature.
I mean, you didn't lie just now. You said
I've
the
never
truth.
once lied to you.
I know. You also
Okay,
have the
I don't know.
spell
Wait,
up,
hold on,
so
run
even if
that
you
back.
wanted
I
to
don't
lie,
think
you
I
that's
have.
vanilla. You.
No, I have actively only dodged, not actively lied to them. I've told them they are pawns.
Yeah.
I have been
Yeah, he
completely
hasn't
honest
told-
about my feelings with them.
He
I
has
think
not
yeah, I
told
think you're
lies.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Y'all
basically,
y'all
that is-
think she's
he
bad,
hasn't
but I
told any answers. He has maneuvered around the question.
I mean, yeah, we're in a world where like asking, "Hey, who do you worship?" can just be like, "Oh," and you're dead. I mean, I kind of get it.
Okay.
I have
Then-
spoken no lies.
In which case, for what reason would you want to commit murder or assault or ill will on innocent people? Good people,
You
mind
can't
you.
put me up on charges of assault, because if I did assault them, they'd be dead.
So it's all
Okay.
battery then. Alright.
The reason for it.
Don't know. It depends on the situation. Maybe I'm just hungry.
It's just...
Guys, do we have a cannibal on our hands?
You guys have literally watched them eat the hearts of yetis. Bro, what the fuck kind of question is that?
I know,
You
but
understand exactly what I was.
I know, but there's kind of a difference between eating the heart of an enemy and eating the heart of an innocent.
You
Is
must
there a
realize.
difference?
To me, yeah,
You must realize I was never human.
I know. But, anyways, be them good people who have done no wrong.
I'll
Is
try
it
my
unfair?
best not to kill them.
We got enough answers there.
Not
Myra,
really
take a
enough to
seat.
react to this.
Me neither.
Alright,
We might have to do some anger management. Granted, I have to attend as well. I am aware. Ingot, can you please take the seat?
Am I good to sleep finally?
Yes. Thank you for answering the questions against your will.
Oh
Well,
no,
it
I
wasn't
want to
even
be
against your will
perfectly
in that
clear
case.
with you.
Yeah, no, I retcon that. It wasn't against his will. Or will.
Alright. Ingot, one more intelligence check. Please.
Alright.
Please.
Think big. Oh god.
It was, like,
these
it was
rolls?
so Ingot, you literally thought you understood, you connected all the pieces, all the dots, and then as soon as Zephyr called you to the stand, it just complete goldfish brain, it just vanished.
I think it's having a rough time.
Are you okay there? You seem distracted.
So Ingot, as you try to like step into the thing, you can't even really fit. You just notice as the wood is sort of cracking and breaking as you try to step inside.
Hold up, hold up, hold up.
I'm imagining
gonna make
Ingot's
this bigger.
standing over the top of it. Like, he's not sitting in it, he's just standing above it completely because his stance is so wide.
Hold up, I gotta
Usually
make
has
this
like a
bigger.
little bar stool.
Go ahead, Myra.
I gotta make this a little bigger. Hold up. God, you got big.
There's no fat shaming in this court, Myra.
He's not fat. He's just wide.
I do agree with Myra. He is just big.
Me
Like me.
big.
Like 4 of these.
Myra's gonna
Okay.
have the ground shift
This is
as
gonna be
it
the easiest court
expands
case
for
of his
him.
life.
Ingot, have you ever... Ingot, do you intend to commit ill will to this party?
No.
And have you ever in the past?
Yes. And he's gonna point to
no.
the giant fucking scar where Ingot, like, slashed Zephyr damn near in half.
Yeah, no, I can't wait into that one, but besides me, I should have. There's an exception in this case to anyone in this party except me.
You almost see my hand.
No.
Just taste them. Okay.
No ill will. Myra tastes bad.
Thank you.
This is because I'm doing it for everyone. To any good Samaritan out there, do you intend to commit ill will?
Maybe for shinies.
To what cost is a good life?
Something very shiny.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, we need a moral lesson. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for Ingot?
I do. Thalia wants to know. What was it? Okay. She's a little shy to ask this one. But, how does she become big?
Eat food, get lots of sunlight and water. Ingot's directly quoting the tree, by the way.
Like he's staring off and he's like trying to memorize as hard as possible. Eat sun? No.
I'd like to call a witness to the stand. I'd like to call the tree from the...
They're too far away. They're too far away.
Navro,
I know, I'm just playing.
I know.
Navro, were you intending to ask a question?
We have a question!
You'll see.
Go for it.
You'll see as the builder spirits are going to sort of yell out. This one in
As
particular.
long as
for
it's
you.
relevant to morals and not something about how to get big, we can ask that another time.
Why did you try to eat us?
Hold up! Before
Look
we get
tasty.
the answer. Before we get the answer.
I immediately, a portal opens beneath them and they move here.
Oh God! All right. As this happens,
Why did you try to eat us? Why?
It's shiny, looked tasty.
Are we all just
Did you
bits of food to you? We have lives and we have feelings, you know.
You were food until me ate you, then me felt bad, so me no longer want to eat you.
why did you feel bad? Ingot?
From Ingot.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
It cried when
am-
I squished it.
Maybe we might have to teach you how to find out before you squish it. I don't want no one hand any
Are
babies.
you excited? Wait, are you
especially
encouraging
tiny
these squishy
babies
stuff?
to Ingot.
Are you encouraging you to start squishing spirits?
You better let him finish his sentence next time before you interrupt him. Oh, spirit.
Apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
I'll let it go this time.
Everyone gets one, except for the one that didn't.
Oh no, he threw a tomato. His life was automatic forfeit.
Sentient goods. I think we already asked this. It depends how much shiny. Blah blah blah. Will you ever try to change this viewpoint through morals and understandings?
Me no clue what you talk about.
If he knew,
Sit
he'd say no.
down. Roka's up to stand.
Oh god, I'm going on trial. Alright.
I send a little.
keep in mind you have the spell is halfway over, Zephyr. You gotta get quick with these questions.
Already
What is it,
gotten
an
to
hour?
like 5/8 of everyone.
Technically, it's 10 minutes, but I'm playing loosey goosey because this is funny. DM's overruling.
Wait, it's only 10 minutes for hallucinatory terrain?
No, for zone
We're
of
wrapping,
truth.
okay?
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
We're wrapping all of this, okay? We're
Alright,
just speaking so fast we have to slow it down for the audience.
yeah, it's like anime. Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
It may look like it may feel like 10 episodes, but in canon it only took 10 seconds.
Alright, Dragon Ball, here we go!
1 second, I did want to say, hey, what's up, Dice Legends? Hey, Fahid, hope you guys are doing good. That's a Injar and oh my gosh, it's fading from me. Injar
I
and
love you guys.
oh my god, Aquarium. There we go. They played the Secrets
Fucking
in the
love them.
Sands. Shout out to you
Okay.
guys. Mods, if you guys can do the shout out command, that'd be great.
Roka's
At
to
this
stand.
point, At
Yeah.
this point, before he can move to the stand, a portal opens up beneath him and he's already there.
Yeah, I'm go shit!
When
Alright,
did Myra learn spatial magic?
When you
everything's
entered my
possible.
world.
Domain expansion. How could I not see this coming?
It is illusionary terrain, not a domain.
That's what you think.
I love
Yes,
how. Okay,
guys.
can I just say something that
Yes.
was said in chat? This trial was for Navro,
Yes.
and we found out that Ingot
Yes.
is willing to do horrible things.
Yep.
Like, fuck, man, easiest trial in the world.
Oh yeah, no, like this is why I chose everyone. We are all like suspects in this.
It's like, Ingot, would you do crime? Yes.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
should we take him to jail then? He said he's going
No.
to commit crime.
No.
I don't think one, we have a jail big enough. Two, he's the bailiff. Who's gonna arrest him himself?
Okay,
Second,
Ro-
we
Roka's.
can't arrest someone on saying they'll do it.
That is a lie.
He's done it. Look at this guard. Besides the point,
Hey,
Roka.
You said
relevance.
Exclude you.
Relevance.
Order.
Order in the court. Relevance.
Who the
Continue.
hell are you? He's the judge.
I'm God, and now shut up and go back to court.
I banish God.
You can't.
Jesus fucking. Okay,
back on topic. Rokas, have you ever intended to commit ill will on this party of ours?
Anyone in the party?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, like once.
Then specify your reasons. It's a very common question, and a lot of people will not be able to lie their way out of it. Like, you know, I wanted to hit my sister when I was younger. Shit like that. Anyways, Rokas.
Abuse!
I didn't commit it, of course. It was thought. Rokas, explain this incident.
I mean, when the accused, who's supposed to be the accused, by the way, when the accused kind of killed Spike, I kind of wanted to shoot him. I think that's counted as ill will.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
Okay.
then I learned more, and I no longer wish to kill him. So you know, there you go.
Good to know.
No offense, Navro.
Any innocent people will you ever commit ill will? If so, explain why.
Gets innocent. Well, I mean, if they're no longer innocent. You know, if we find out that the goody neighbor is running like a cannibal, like, basement restaurant that we only find out because Myra visits, I'm shooting him.
Okay, so basically not to innocent people is what you're saying, only to the bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless
Okay.
a need arises, I suppose. I don't know. That's a very open-ended question.
Does anyone else have a question for Rokas?
Yes. Is Rokas your real name?
As far as I'm aware.
Second, what do you remember about yourself?
Oh my
No
god.
comment.
Rokas, are you secretly a robot in gem armor and you just don't know it? Alright, enough fucking around.
This is where we ask about him.
Rokas, take a seat. And finally, I will answer any questions for however amount of time.
I've got
Judge
this,
is
fellas.
at the stand? What the
I've got this.
Now
Hold
what's
up.
those?
I've got this one.
First
I
off,
pull out
let
a
me
book.
finish for this fucking bit before you interrupt me.
But you aren't affected by Zone of Truth. So
Yeah,
I need
he
you
is.
to swear on
I
this book of
am
Kuranos
actually-
you'll tell nothing but the truth.
You can be
wait,
affected by your own zone of truth.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Even if
I
you
want-
weren't in it?
I'm
I
pretty
You can
sure
be
you
affected by your
can.
own spells. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can be affected by your own spells. I just didn't know Zone of Truth.
Huh, the more I know.
Any creature for the first time. Yeah, any.
Yeah,
It doesn't specify.
I did not know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am under the zone of truth. If you want to make magical perceptions, then you can.
I am.
But anyways, everyone is a judge here. There wasn't going to be any specific person.
I have no
The
idea.
reason we had Navro out first was because of him committing a very vile act against his own will, as we found out. And frankly, I've owed you questions for long enough for Navro to cover up for me.
By the
For
way,
that
you,
I
only have,
thank.
you have 3 minutes until his Zone of Truth ends.
Then ask me any questions, and I will answer.
Which
Make
one
a
of us have you
fucking
wanted to kill?
tile. Pardon?
Who in our group have you wanted to kill, maim, or injure?
I wanted to injure Ingot in some occasions because I feared that he may have been wanting to commit ill will against our own party, in which case I wanted to defend said party. I wanted similar with you, Myra, because frankly I was not sure. And same with Navro in the instance that he unwillingly killed Spike.
To make that more correct, I did not do it in any way.
Again,
Someone else did that.
unwillingly. That doesn't. Being
I mean-
unwilling to do. Before the thing ends, you can clarify afterwards. Next question.
Anyone?
Where are the crabs?
I have fucking no clue. Next. Unless you're talking about sexual terms, in which case that's a different story.
Wait,
What
do you have
the-
crabs?
Next
If I-
question.
If I may, you are a knight under oath. You have tenets that you must follow. What are they?
I am unwielding. In terms of my oaths, protect. Which, frankly, I failed. Before this, and yes, I'm going to go off into a tiny little tangent, as Navro already knows, as I told him, as a protector of a forest, one that Agni, a valley of the dreams,
The Voden Knights.
Valley of Voden Knights.
No.
killed.
It's just the Voden Knights.
Okay. Agni of Voden Knights murdered my entire home, my entire family, my friends, my people, the ones I was sworn to protect. I didn't. Instead, I was selfish, looked to the seas, and chose adventure instead of being locked up. I failed my people, and it was on the seas that, albeit a bit too late, I vowed to protect, to be unyielding in my answer, to seek justice when it is needed.
Well, I think that wraps up Zephyr.
You can ask me anything else, frankly.
Actually, I have one
Objection.
last accused.
Speculation. Also another objection. Relevance.
I'm gonna ban you from this courtroom.
I'm not.
Look
from
off,
the, I'm
God.
not in the courtroom. I'm just speaking for the
Ban
spirits.
you from the air.
You cannot do that. Silence. And Myra goes silent.
No, I do have one accused left to call upon here.
Alright, I'm done. Go ahead.
I do have one accused to call upon here. His guilt or innocence shall be proven if he arrives. I call upon the Dragon Sage of the Black Mark.
What?
Should he not arrive, his guilt is determined, and he had murdered Spike in cold blood.
Actually,
Can you elaborate what exactly you...
You heard me fucking correctly.
I assume if it's a case like Myra and Thalia, he's trying to test if you have a dual personality hidden deep inside you and whether it corresponds to Navro as we see
Oh.
fit.
That's
No.
a good thing. I honestly thought maybe he'd show himself. But if he wants to talk through Navro, let him. Or let the court know that he is a big bitch.
The dragon?
Can we like double security in here real quick?
I like how he's rolled token. Sensei?
What?
Token has 3 health.
What?
Sensei? What was that roll? Sensei?
What? What roll?
I'm immensely confused here on every regard.
Okay.
Guard, you claim that there is a dragon, or you were possessed by your mark. Thus, we have learned that the dragon marks, as I think they are, go to one dragon.
One
Well, I
minute
call
left.
upon the dragon.
We're in anime time.
Whether or
1
not-
minute left.
Call upon him, I can't.
I'm calling him out. And she's gonna approach his hand.
Leave the marks alone for now.
I'm not gonna touch the marks. I'm
I
going
know,
to
but
speak
leave them
directly to it.
unprovoked as we are low on energy and frankly out of spell slot after being royally fucked.
The dragons
No.
need us. They're not going to do any harm, but I don't know what you're going to get from getting the black dragon.
And I take off the
I want to
load.
know his reasoning as to why he killed Valia's
Okay.
sister.
Let's get on to questions that are relevant to the 5 of us.
40
in this
seconds.
We've
given
asked the
scenario.
questions.
Can I have one question to each and every one of you, as frankly it is what I think is our game plan going forwards. We all intend to join up with Secrets in the Sands.
You don't
We
know
don't
their
know what
name.
they're
Fuck! We all intend to join up with the Hot Boys group. Yes?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's always
Hey.
been the intention since we've gotten out of the crystals.
And if we find them as goodwill, do we
30
want to
seconds
work
left.
with them?
We're not trying to get there. They don't like us. We need to prove we're good.
Then we're trying to cooperate with the other groups. If they are
Is this a
worthy
court
of
trial,
our
or is this a
cooperation,
discussion?
This is a discussion, and it's meant for later. But I think he just wants us to all say yes, which we are going to say yes to.
The court is in deliberation. No interruptions.
20 or 10
Um,
seconds left.
shall we fucking make this starry ass fucker our bitch? Make it regret ever harming each and every single fucking one of us. I hope to hear a yes for that, honestly.
It's.
Yeah.
Do we really?
I'm trying to
with
create
that-
morale here.
And with that, the zone of truth begins to slowly fade from everyone.
And thus, we've done that. And I, for one, I trust you all now. A lot better than I did ever leading up to this point. And thus I wish to forgive, or I wish to apologize for my actions leading up to this. I wasn't trustful of any of you. Felt betrayed by some actions that I didn't see the reasoning of. I'll try and work better with all of you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is therapy. This isn't a court trial. Should we, like, do I still have to, like,
You
fill this out
move, you
for
die.
You can fuck off if you want.
No, not yet.
They're the jury. They can't just leave.
And she's
All
going
right,
to move
now it's
Zephyr
time.
to the side.
Who's guilty? Who's innocent? What kind of court trial is this?
I mean, you did
No
say that we're all the
innocent
judge,
and
so I
no
mean, like, can we, like,
guilty.
give our verdict out?
Oh, hey, look at that. Court is adjourned. Let's go. Goodbye.
Fuck's sake, people.
Yeah,
If you would
let
move
them-
Zephyr, I'm hoping our guest of honor will arrive.
Do you want to hear these spirit or these exploding balls give an answer, or are we okay?
Sigh.
We all agree that Navro did not intend to do it and was not aware of it going in.
Again, wasn't me.
It was
Again.
through your body, through your mark.
That's not how autonomy works, but alright.
Whatever.
Again, it was against your own will. It's like mind control. It was not you. It was forced upon you. Through you.
Once again, I snap my fingers and move Zephyr.
Where am I going?
There.
I have to ask, Finn, you realize it wasn't Navro, like it was a different person, and therefore that's
Yeah,
not
I know.
the
I'm
same-
saying he was mind controlled, basically.
that's not mind control. That's like
Hit possession.
It was
there. We're done.
basically
Yeah, there.
mind control, possession, same thing in
that's
sense.
not, but okay.
It is.
It
It's
kinda is.
forcing someone to do something against their own bidding, wish, or consent.
I'd say so.
That is what I mean by it. It
This
was not
discussion is for
Navro who
another
did
day.
it, but it was through their body that they did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is exactly what I was saying. Okay, sorry, I phrased things weirdly because yeah. Anyway, I do know.
Now, before I end the spell and go back to bed, the accused has 2 minutes to appear, lest he be called a big bitch forever.
To be
I'm
honest,
waiting.
yeah, I'm fine with that. You know, you exploding
think we
balls,
should
you know,
call
you
it.
could probably give a verdict if you want to.
You shouldn't be
I'm
calling
about-
an entire day bitches, for God's sake. Just. Yeah, I don't like them either, but let's just give them a bit of respect, their Ansei.
Okay, but to our
She
knowledge, it
slams
was
her
likely the
hands.
one who killed Spike, so for now he's a little bitch until proven otherwise.
Well,
Unless you had a good reason.
Hey, I'd like to, sort of give my opinion. You'll see as Bilroy's going to raise their little hand.
Yes, you're just exploding ball of them all.
Oh, I'm not an exploding ball, sir. I'm Bilroy, Senior Builder Spirit of the Builder Spirit organization.
Okay.
Fingers, he's now down here.
Okay.
What? Are we allowed to ask what the fuck are you?
He's a spirit.
No, that's reserved for Kairos and only the soul of Bimroth. Anyways,
Okay. Did we learn any?
They
did
say
we
that
learn
in
our
character.
spirit?
They literally
Don't
said
we?
Bimroth. And Kairos.
Don't we know what spirits are. We've talked to them many times before.
Yes.
Yeah, but do we know
Yeah.
what they actually are canonically?
Nope.
The second he says
No,
Bimroth,
no one
the second
does.
he says Bimroth, all
Except for
5
Bimroth.
eyes.
Okay, we just learned a very meta piece of information, strangely enough.
Anyways,
Yes.
what they're gonna say is, all right, so I'm looking at the results from everything. We got a couple people saying innocent. We got a couple people saying this and this trial. All right, yeah, majority rules, and we gotta come to an agreement because that's how we work here. We believe that the defendant, Navro, is considered innocent.
Staff don't fit. Baby, you must acquit.
For the record, a court cannot prove someone is innocent, only that they're not guilty. There is a difference.
Vote in court.
Well,
Shut
see-
the fuck up, Brookhoff.
Well, see, the thing is, yeah, we don't really work by those ways in voting. See, there was a whole thing with Heliod, but and you'll see as immediately as Bilroy explodes.
No.
And he was an exploding ball.
Oh,
He
bad
lied to me.
And you see as all the spirits begin to, in unison, begin to slowly explode. It's horrible. It's almost
Wait.
like the boys. It's just they
Out of
start
character.
exploding out into pure chaos, fire, earth, wind.
Out of character.
The way you say
just
the
blew
boys,
up
like
Atlas.
Uh-huh.
he's fucking dead. You killed
You
Atlas.
blew up Atlas.
I know.
There he is. Oh, thank God.
That's not canon. That's not canon. As this sort of happens, you guys look over. Myra, do you get rid of the hallucinatory terrain?
Has the 2 minutes passed?
Oh, most definitely at this point.
She slams her hand down.
Forever shall the Black Mark Dragon be known as the biggest bitch of them all.
Until proven otherwise.
Nope. And then she ends the terrain.
And as this begins to
Good
happen,
night.
Myra, you begin to feel as if something is watching over you heavily for a brief moment in time. You feel the presence of it, whatever it may be, is almost overwhelming, overbearing for a moment.
Oh, so you did decide to show up.
But regardless, it does not do anything more than that for the time being. Also, let me break open this. Let me open up this thing again. Hold on one sec. Bam. There you go. Sorry about that. Alright, so if you are getting rid of the hallucinatory terrain, let me bring you guys back over towards the original map, besides this wacky chaos. Alright, that is this map.
As Myra just off to sleep, you'll hear her say to the, or at least try to push out the thought of,
We'll talk later.
With that, and make another check.
Hell yeah.
I believe.
It's gonna think real hard here.
17.
Oh, he thought.
And with that, oh my god. Ingot, as the court trial is, or the verdict is given of innocent, not guilty, but innocent.
And it works!
It works like that in voting. It was axed up with Heliod, the god of law. Oh man. As they say this, you hear the gavel slam and just immediately, like a light bulb lighting in your head, Oh! The Oni is different from the corrupted Oni. Those are two different people. So you didn't fight the Oni, you fought the corrupted Oni. I get it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It finally clicks in your head.
Rolling for the entire time?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
What? Did you not notice?
I've made like
No.
10 intelligence checks.
I know, I wasn't
It's
for
been
a
like
while.
the beat plot of this episode.
I know, but I think I wasn't.
I was.
I wasn't here to know what was going on.
Damn it! You know what I should have put in that courtroom? Like again, what are they? Cockboard or something? What are they?
A what?
I can't remember the name of them.
Sure.
It's the stuff they
Corkboard?
use for the bottles, wine bottles. Corkboard.
Yeah, cork.
Yeah, that's what it is. A corkboard with just like pictures and like notes scrawled, scribbled lines going connecting to one another. And it tries to figure this out.
Well, maybe next time when we have, because you guys can actually build a courtroom, in Soulbound. That is a thing. Yeah.
I like the domain expansion better. It has portals.
You can just rig it up with portals.
Honestly, Atlas would just enjoy that so much. I feel.
But, anyways, that said, as you all arrive back towards the desert, unsure of what the fuck just happened, you look around, your allies are all here in attendance, and eventually you notice as Jason has come back with an individual. They seem to be approaching, and as they do, they have the likes of Spike's body. Now, they seem to be 100% struggling, as she is a larger individual, and Jason is a very, very bony skeleton man. So, he's not really working with much. He's not necessarily trying to drag them, but he's kind of dragging them on the ground, not gonna lie. As you just see a giant line leading towards you, but go ahead.
Folly approaches. Holds up her hand to him.
As you do, you'll see as Jason just drops the body.
Okay.
And would Navro have the reflexes to order Jason not to?
Probably not. I don't
You
think
mean
anybody
Zephyr?
would.
He has 10 dex and like 16 charisma. So
Even
he just,
if you
like,
did,
force
it
the
would be-
personality.
Even if you did, it would be Navro reacting and Jason then reacting from Navro's comment to then pick her up before she drops. Probably not.
Alia focuses on the sleep whispers that Myra's telling her and attempts to try to send Spike to Valhalla.
Mm-hmm. So, as you begin
If there's
to...
anything there.
Say again?
If there's anything there to send.
Looking over towards her, you look over and you see as Rayla of the Bone Feather tribe, aka Spike's dead body lies there. It's completely eviscerated. As you look over, bits of her neck is completely destroyed from the arcane force. Even her arm is completely blasted off. Specifically, the arm, or actually, not necessarily the arm with Vitalia, but the one with the mark was completely blown off in the process. Looking over towards her, over on her arm, on her shoulder, still resides the symbol, the necklace of Vitalia. But as she lays there, before you do so, Myra and Falia, does anybody say their goodbyes to Spike?
Well, we need more than just goodbyes. Navro does. He goes to his knees and genuine grief. The kind of face that it's hard to describe, honestly. But and is the pelt is still like is the pelt still covering her, or is she just like she's fully like shown? Is she?
If you were to, she's covered right now. If you were to sort of like unfurl it, then yeah, you could easily do so.
He's only going to just unfurl looking to the group, slowly going to unfurl to see the face, and he, for one, he is not the religious type, but no matter where she's going, he's going to take 2 gold coins out of his pocket and place them on the eyes. Someone's got to pay the toll, and as well, lightly, his hands hovering over her face is going to cast prestidigitation to clean all but the makeup she had. She's gonna go with that on. I think she'd prefer it that way. He's gonna clean the hair, try to make her presentable for the afterlife, and reflect on what ultimately he is responsible for. Unfurling a bit deeper, he looks to the group.
She had a few things on her. There's no point leaving them here. Spike wouldn't have wanted that kind of loathsome sentiment. Besides, we need to bring something back for Gross.
And he's going to see what magic items she has, and gently take them out of the pockets if possible. And in addition, the necklace or the pendant of Vitalia that Spike has, he gently unfurls off of her upper forearm, and
That's
looking at
gonna
it,
be a grab from Thalia.
It's for the bigger lady. The nice bear lady, it's for her.
She shakes her head no.
This pendant? Or me doing it?
Leave it.
he puts it back. I don't know what else. That isn't something that's like a real item to give.
Looking
Well,
over at her
people-
aesthetic, you know that as she in general has a couple of sort of and I think she did this or whatever recently on the mountain. She would have a couple of sort of bone carcasses sort of added to the likes of her design. I think probably from the Yetis, if I'm not mistaken. She did this when I could be wrong, but I believe she did this during she was talking to Nylea at the top of the mountain and everything. That's when she was making
In that
it.
case, a few of those, and I think as well in her art specifically, art versus canon is, iffy. But she had these wrist braces or wrist bands that she had.
Yeah.
And he's going to take those as well, the ones that, in Navro's eyes at least, best represented her. And he...
So, if you're looking for all the items that she would have, and also Kat added, she has a Yeti horn she carved and a bunch of pendants with bones and teeth. Is what Kat said.
Those are perfect. I think those would be perfect for Graz.
You'd also there's a whole bunch of things. So you would find a sending stone on her person, as well as the maul. She doesn't have the maul. The maul gone. Jason didn't come back with it. But the belt of champions is still wrapped around her waist, given by Tony Takedown. She has the studded leather armor, and she also would have a potion of water breathing. Finally, the last thing she would have is a healer's kit on her.
Okay. Well, taking those, Navro will at least take
Leave
send.
the trophy.
Which trophy?
She points to the figures that made of Yeti bones.
To keep them for the afterlife?
You can keep.
or-
She says you keep the horn, but leave the. She needs something to prove her valor. Kind of what she says. I can't think of kid words to say that.
For valor.
She needs guards to guide her into the afterlife.
Ingot, if you could, come towards me if you can.
never mind. Navro's just going to slightly go over, and he's going to gently go over, just like to acknowledge that he's going behind Ingot, and he's going to take out a small piece of the Stormbird. If there was ever a greater foe, fuck man. And place it in one of her hands and gently clasp it into both, letting it rest in the middle of her chest.
You will see as you're sort of grabbing it, you will notice as Atlas is keeping his distance a little bit, kind of feeling as if this is more of your thing. Won't walk over unless invited. He's just going to kind of make himself a little bit scarce off to the side, just waiting. That's what everybody would have
waggles her finger towards him.
For him to come over or to stay?
Yeah. To come over.
Gotcha. He'll kind of look over towards everyone for confirmation, but if there aren't any...
He's waggling her finger.
How far are we? Just to ask, how far are we from the pool that we emptied?
The pool, not long. It's like 3 to 5 minutes away.
It was like 20
We
minutes
can
when we
do
went.
that after, at the very end.
Yeah.
Or do you want to do that while we bury her?
Well,
do it at the end.
That's going to be her burial, I think. But yeah, there is Sensei. If you can check one thing.
Yep.
That might have sent. Yeah.
That where is where?
It's hold on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Actually, let's take him now.
Before she's properly sent and gone,
We'll send her
do we
there.
have words? Anything we wish to say?
Let's send her here, there. For any offerings. I have an idea. To make sure
Fucking
she's
Atlas would come over.
guarded in the afterlife.
Just Sensei, thumbs up, thumbs down.
The offer's refused.
Okay. In that case, wraps her up again and prepares. We don't want to waste any resources. I'm going to see how much of the scattered wood around the place we can take for a small raft.
I don't. Or sorry, I forgot.
I do have an idea. So, whether you guys want to trust me on it or not.
Well,
Someone's raising their hand.
yeah.
What's up, Brokaz? Didn't notify me. What the heck? Oh, it must have did it on the other. It must have did it on the DM screen. That's why.
Nah, you're good. My mark is still glowing, right?
Yep.
Can I use it now?
As you begin to walk over and try to use it onto the likes of Spike, you see as a light begins to wash over the individual. You see as she begins to glow forth with bright light, a sort of warming presence for a brief moment. You see as her neck is slowly sort of returned back to full. Her arm begins to slowly reform, and the hole in her torso refilled. However, as you await for life, nothing happens, as they are not willing.
I figured.
Higher beings. So fickle.
Not sure it's much for a higher being,
And I
but
wasn't
the soul
done.
itself is... oh shit, never mind.
You will notice where that hole was in Spike, you notice as it's just glowing, pulsing every now and again, but she doesn't breathe. You check her pulse, there is nothing. She is dead. But that light still continues, and it still remains pulsing. A sort of slight hum goes with it, but that is all.
I don't. God damn it, I forgot Thalia. Maybe don't burn her.
Or do we freeze her instead? In the name of Vitalia.
What do you have that could freeze that much water?
I'm trying to think. Was there someone with us who could freeze stuff?
We got chilling touch, I think, maybe.
Yeah, it was chilling touch and
I don't know why it
was
rolled.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know why it rolled. That was an accident.
You're good.
I have frostbite.
That'll work. What are you guys trying to do, Ben?
I think they're trying to freeze her body in ice.
I
In a
guess.
desert?
But I would in a desert. Yeah, that's what I'm like wondering. It's going to instantly melt.
Well, what I'm thinking is with the prayer to the gods. Basically, not normal ice, but divine ice.
You better get to praying.
That would require us to like have luck, and I don't think we want for a funeral to have luck on our side. I think we just want to go with something guaranteed.
I think you'll see Thalia will attempt this. Thalia will attempt to contact Vitalia for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Shall we do this in a suitable environment, or in a suitable place, or choosing her?
I mean, do we have a location we want to bury her at?
I was thinking the sinkhole where she died.
Maybe.
I mean, any spot is good in the desert. It doesn't have to be the exact place. I think that carries a bit of a bad
And I
omen.
do plan this spot. We do plan on coming back to, or at least Myra does.
We are coming back to it. Don't worry.
The dried out oasis.
No, where we're standing right now.
Where we're burying her. I think this is probably the best place. Why go anywhere else? Why go to the most sinister omen of an area? You know. I think. Yeah.
Do we want
Well, Thalia, history check with advantage. As upon the mentioning of that. One more time. 17. There's no better place than to bury them on the battlefield that they died on, as pretty much a Vulcan warrior.
She should be buried where she died. She did it.
Ingot, do you mind digging up a small patch?
No, we gotta bring her back to the oasis.
The Valkyrie knows more than I do on this.
Okay, I thought this was right. Sorry, I'm getting all muddled. I'm sorry.
Gonna scoop up Spike.
That said, make sure I got this right, are you heading back to the battlefield then, where you guys first fought the Yoni?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Alright, let me copy and paste your tokens and move you over to there. Where is that?
Sorry, Spike, this is our first funeral.
Bunch of second graders. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding.
Well, you're not wrong. One of them is.
Alright, bam, and bam. Tell me where exactly you want them. Oh, here, I got it. I assume it's over here. I assume.
Probably in the ditch.
Oh my god, bam.
In terms of... Personally, I got a good, drawing idea for it.
I mean, with the drawing, it can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be, canonical.
Yeah, but it's even better if it's canon.
Alright. There you go. So, that being said, you guys gotta move your tokens, and a lot of you are on top of one another, pretty much. But as you begin to do so you all begin to gather Spike's body, and as you walk through the likes of the sand, you transport her before placing her into the ditch. Plans that you use to defeat the Oni. As you begin to do so, placing her body amongst the leaves, or are you placing her below the leaves? What are you doing?
Let's say on top. In the middle.
Go ahead. Pete, were you saying something?
Just the same thing.
Alright.
So on top.
Yeah.
As you begin to do so, as you lay her there and prepare her body, but Falia, what do you say to pray towards Vitalia in this moment?
Vermopoly. Vitalia. I call to you, please, as a child of faith, old child of faith. One of your warriors have fallen in battle. We wish to preserve her in the ice, so that she may be remembered and cared for. Or maybe one day she'll reawaken when the call arises. It's been a very long time. I'm not sure how to do this, so I'll talk to you. But, would you please?
Make a persuasion check for another Valkyrie. Add another 5 on top of that. So make a persuasion check with advantage.
With an extra 5?
Mm-hmm. One more time.
Advantage.
17
So
plus another 5,
23.
so that's 23. Anything else you're adding to it?
What does a demon inspiration do?
Complete reroll. So you'd get advantage all over again.
I don't know, but I'd have to take the newer roll, wouldn't I?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
You know what? It's Spike's funeral. I'll use a demon's inspiration on this.
You got it. Persuasion check with advantage. Oh man. Okay.
Oh man,
I
thank
got
God
its
you got
advantage.
Alright, so that's a 26 plus 5 for a total of 31. As this begins to happen, you all look over and you see as what you'd imagine an anomaly begins to occur. Something bizarre. You look up as Falia is praying, and you see the clouds above begin to slowly gray for a moment. And you see drifting down closer towards the sand particles. Frozen particles. As you look over and you see as the area, despite being the desert, begins to snow. You look over and you see as each snowflake begins to collect onto each of your hands, your heads, your torsos, your bodies. But most of the snowflakes, they all begin to collect down towards Spike's body. They freeze over, in which each drop, bits of her arms, her leg begin to completely freeze solid, preventing anyone from messing with the body, preventing anything or any harm coming towards it. You look over, she's encased in this burial by the goddess of snow, the goddess of winter, the frost maiden, Vitalia. As this begins to happen, you see as She's lowered into the ground, but not completely covered up, so you can still say your goodbyes or whatever you need to do. But with that, your prayer is successful, Thalia. With that, we look towards the others on what else you would need to say or do.
Zephyr will slowly walk to the center where she is, looking at her slowly freezing over, feeling in some ways relieved. Unclipping the pauldron on his shoulder, he's going to start to take it off and lay it beside her. It's a little memento, not so much, perhaps a tiny bit of to hope Karanos would protect her, but a token of his gratitude for the fight she fought. Voice like a low, rumbling thunder. Just give a small little prayer to her. Just in the eye, in a small eye in the middle of this vast desert, we bury you. It wasn't right for you to fall. Not yet. You put one hell of a fight up. Protected so many of us. Tough head definitely helped. On a straight I don't want to say goodbye to you, Spike. Not yet. But I don't know. Perhaps your fight isn't over. Perhaps you'll rise again as a true angel, a true Valkyrie. Fight to end the starry ones, to end all that have wronged you. Find peace. So at least I'd be able to give you one last hug before you go. Rest well, champion. Rest well.
And as you begin to step back, after saying your piece, who is the next individual to do so?
If it's okay, I was going to say, if it's okay for Navro to go last, if possible, considering the circumstances.
It makes sense.
Inget, what about you?
Sure. Ingot would crouch by the body and just place a single gold coin in the center. May it guide you, and that will be all. And he just walks away.
He gave a shiny. He gave a shiny.
That's a big deal then. Ingot.
Better than any word.
Rokaz?
I'll walk up and well, didn't know you for too long. At least didn't feel like it. But you're always there when it mattered, and we'll make you proud. Or at least we'll die trying, one of the two, I suppose. But wherever you are now, watch over us. We'll be alright. I'll walk off.
With that, look over towards Navro.
He walks over, and at this point, he has taken his poncho off, and while he had ripped his clothes to show skin when they were in the trial in the Arena of the Gods, He takes off the other robe, the one he's had since the start, and you see that he is wearing an incredibly, to the point of obsolete set of what looks to be a very old set of adventurous coveralls, brown leather that is dried and is completely useless at this point. He takes off the hat, and you realize how much Navro's size is emboldened by his clothes. He is truly insignificant looking when laid bare. He approaches, and
I couldn't save you from whoever that was. I couldn't do it. Of all the things. Bone Drinker. Stormbird. It was my hands. But I assure you, Rayla of the Bone Feather Tribe, when I find him, his soul will be shackled. And he'll know never to mess with us. I don't know what you're thinking as you look down or up at me. Whether you see a villain or some fool. But I will right these wrongs for you, like I do for my friends and family. Goodbye.
And he walks off.
And as you do,
Alia sits there and looks at the group for a moment. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with her for a moment.
Collecting his clothes, Navro walks off and nods.
you don't have to move your tokens, but eventually as individuals give you space, Valia, what do you say or do?
Like, I may have known you before, but I don't remember you very well. And I wish I could have. A great spark and all. But there's someone here who has a lot to say, but didn't want to say it in front of the others. And you'll see her eyes begin to glow that same blue. So you died. I'm gonna be honest. It actually pains me to see you like this. You were a great warrior. I was beginning to think of you more towards a friend than a pawn. Honestly. I'm sorry I couldn't save you at the time when you needed. But death is only the beginning. It isn't always permanent. May your travels in the afterlife go well, friend. As both her and Valia begin to walk away.
And as you begin to do so, for the sake of this, you gather the rest of the descent, Myra. And as you look over, you see as, for a brief moment, a sort of wispy image. You're not entirely sure whether they're completely humanoid or not. You don't really make out much of the form, but a larger sort of visage of a sort of massive owl looking over, or more of like a beast, if you will, with an owl-like face and horns protruding out from their forehead, wrapping around kind of like a ram. You'll see as this wispy image of whatever this is begins to look over towards Spike. The faintest bit or inkling you get to see of them raising their arm, putting it over towards Spike. And you'll see as her body will begin to slowly be covered with ice, be covered with snow, be covered with the forces of winter themselves. Slowly but surely, her body begins to fall further and further into the ground. As it's covered, you look over. Spike lays there. Someone saying something? No. As Spike lays there, you look over, and as her body is no longer visible, you all for a moment, well, take a moment of silence, reflect, thinking about your entire journey that sort of you all have been on. Awakening in some sort of small cave, hating each other for the most part, wanting to kill one another pretty much, and eventually escaping out. Ingot wasn't necessarily as big as he was, very, very tiny and small. And Navro having a lot more trust issues and more. All of you different. But shortly joining after, an individual named Rayla, an individual named Spike, to help bring the crew and this little motley troop a little bit closer, whether it be in the present or whether it be in the afterlife and death. Reflect on all of your journey, all the interactions you've had with her, and everything leading up to this point. But something begins to occur. Something shifts. You notice as the snow on the ground begins to kind of unsettle for a moment, and you see a figure rising. Not a humanoid figure, no. You see a spherical figure begin to arrive. With that, you see as a spirit of Spike begins to slowly form.
Oh.
Special shout out to Madral for being able to make this. As you begin to witness it, witness her, you look over and you see as she has the maul in hand, jacket as well, and even the sort of purple eye of Dendar, and an amulet to Vitalia, all in hand. She looks over towards each and every single one of you. As this happens, it's a warrior salute, but then also a wave goodbye. As she begins to raise one single hand, she looks over towards you, and you see as ice begins to form up amongst her entire body, her form, and so does, that same sort of ice begins to build up amongst you all, starting with Rokaz, then to Navro, then to Ingot, then to Zephyr, and then to you, Myra. As this begins to happen, you see as a little piece of her, a little piece of ice, begins to glow before she waves goodbye, and she grants you all level 7.
Hallelujah.
As this begins to occur, you'll see as the spirit begins to continue and float off to roam the realms of Odin with their own adventures. And with that, my friends, that is where we will end today's session, as we'll have to pick up next week on Descent into the Dunes. Oh, man.
My god.
Yeah, me and Madro had to keep that little thing a little secret. Oh, man.
Damn.
So, her little spirit's just gonna be running around and voting, doing their thing. As her soul is sent to, well, you'll have to find out. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being able to attend and play in this session. Fantastic stuff. And hey, look at that. You guys got level 7. Let's go, baby!
Go!
Which, by the way, has already been set
So
up.
wait, if we
Easy
kill
stocks.
if we kill all of us until there's one left, we'll reach like. Oh my god, what levels will we reach?
I don't think that's
11?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Don't ruin it.
Alright, god damn it. It had to be someone.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm fucking with you, Finn. No, I've just said the same thing. So, that said, thank you guys again for being able to play. Oh, my light died. That's fine. But I will break down stream, and I'll see you guys in a bit. We're gonna roll for HP and all that stuff next week, so don't worry about it now. But yeah. Alright, be right back. Alrighty, thank you guys everybody who was able to tune into the stream today. You guys have been a fantastic audience as usual. My light is dead over here. It's not actually dead, it's just messed up a little bit. But yeah, you guys are fantastic. We're going to be picking up next time on Soulbound tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time for the likes of 7 Souls. So be sure to or see you guys over there. It was a fantastic episode today as we had pretty much it all. We had shenanigans, we had serious moments, we had laughs, we had cries. It was great. It was great. So, be sure to follow the likes of the channel if you want more content like this. Be sure to go like the video over on YouTube if you haven't already, as it does help support the channel and the stream and more. And yeah, even go subscribe over there if you wish. I'm going to see if there is any individual that we need to rate into today. Let me look. It's not necessarily saying. Let me see if I can find an older one for Friday. No, there isn't one. I think it is what it is. Oh, wait, that's Saturday? Wait, what? That's wrong. I don't even know. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody, your raid is to go to basically the YouTube channel. Go check it out. Go make sure to follow, make sure to subscribe, and like the video. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.